We just said some very profound and wonderful things that no one will ever have a chance to hear or listen to.
I feel so moved. I think we should just stop the game here. I don't think it could get any better than.
Oh God, I have to wipe the tears out of my eyes. Oh man. Why don't you give us that recap you just gave us one more time there, Timmy? That moving and beautiful recap.
There was stuff happened and we killed a lot of people and now we're in a bar.
Finally, right?
It's about what I remember. That's what I remember.
Yeah. So last session, you guys finished off the rest of the gnolls, saved a young Duergar from being trapped in a cage in a cold chasm with only gnoll body parts to eat and ice for a bed. You made your way to the town of Easthaven. Took about 8-9 hours walking to do that 5 miles. And when you get there, you ask the first person that you saw on the street, "What's happening? What's going on? Where's the bar?" Turns out the bar was temporarily closed because most of the town was gathering by the town hall for an execution / sacrifice to Oriel. Because now that you guys are back in civilization, you're back in the area where the people are having to make lives in a land that has been subjected to wintry conditions for over 2 years now. And one of the things that these towns have done under the influence of the Frost Druids and others is institute a system of sacrifices to take place each month as an offering, if you will, to the Frostmaiden. The 3 largest towns, Bryn Shander, Easthaven, and Targos, they sacrifice a human being. Typically, though, that would be someone drawn up by lottery, of course, to keep it fair for everyone. Or at least as close to equitably sourcing the person to be sacrificed as possible. Typically, they'd be stripped naked and sent out into the snows to their fate. But Easthaven had a little bit of a problem. There was a small adventuring party, at least what you were told is that there was a small adventuring party that was hired by a wizard to go out into the Dale on an expedition. And on the way back from the destination, that wizard murdered everyone in that adventuring party. And as he stood from killing the last of them, knife dripping with blood, magic swirling around his hands, a group of Goliath hunters and a ranger came upon the scene and subdued him, took him back to the town where he was tried, found guilty, and in lieu of sending someone to their death based on a lottery result, the movers and shakers of the town decided, well, let's go ahead and just get rid of this guy. Rather than strip him naked and send him out into the snows, because of his magic, they decided to burn him alive at the stake. So you guys got to see that somber, not joyous at all scene. At that point, Ubis had a very awkward conversation with someone affiliated with the town hall before finding out the doors, at least the front doors, were locked and shut tight. And the crowd beginning to disperse, where once there was 150 to 200 people, now there's around 50 to 75, still hanging out near the embers that are remaining from that fire, huddled close to keep warm. Most of the party heads off towards the tavern of the town that you guys have been told is called the Wet Trout Tavern, while Larry skulks and stalks and quietly shouts parkour as he jumps from roof to roof, sizing up the
mistake right there.
Is that on my island?
You're not supposed to shout parkour when you do parkour.
sizing up
trying to
the
be
town
sneaky.
hall.
So, if I may interject, a couple things.
Yes.
First of all, one thing I forgot to mention, we did have that long walk back.
Yes.
One thing I would like to mention is that for long periods of that walk back, Larry was behaving strangely.
Stranger than usual.
Stranger than usual, in that he spent long periods of time with kind of the bandana that he has sort of tied around his head to keep his hat tight on in the wind, pulled down over his eyes as if he were sort of like getting used to navigating stuff without his vision. So that was the thing that happened. And you know, in keeping with the theme of complicated maps and wedding cakes, I'm going to do layers here. As after the awkward conversation that Yubis had with the town official, as she is walking away from the house, she's approached by sort of a familiar looking one of those little lights that normally, like dim lights that normally can normally seen sort of flitting about Larry, but this is sort of the big one, and sort of flies up right in front of Eubis as you're walking away, and you can tell, you can make out that like she's like a tiny little winter sprite, like maybe half an inch, and you know, like blues and purples and silvers and stuff like that, kind of and sort of like, you know, flying around and leaving like little misty Tinkerbell shit behind her, and sort of flies right up, sort of not right in front of you, you know, respecting personal space, but flies up and says, and when you hear the voice, you can tell it's coming from her, but it's not quite coming from her. It's more like the air right around where your ear is sort of like reverberates itself, kind of vibrates and makes this sound, sort of like if a breeze could talk, is sort of what you're hearing. And she just says, well, hey there, Eubis.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, so I figured it was about time that I introduced myself. We've actually been sort of coworkers for a little while here, but I haven't had a chance to properly introduce myself. My name's Daisy. I am sort of responsible for some of the weird shit that Larry's been up to lately. And I just wanted to check in real quick. Larry apparently thinks that there is something untoward happening in this building here, and given by your actions trying to get in there, I figure you probably share that suspicion. So Larry is, you know, making one of his questionable decisions, and he is attempting to infiltrate said building to gather some sort of intelligence. Intelligence. So I just want to make sure that you knew that that's what he's up to. So if he's not back by morning, that's probably where he'll be. Where are y'all off to? Just so he knows where to go.
What's it called? The Trout something?
The Wet Trout Tavern.
We're going to the Wet Trout Tavern.
Wet Trout. Got it. Well, thank you very much. We'll probably get a chance to chat a little bit more lately. I think maybe you and I might have a few things to chat about. But is there anything you'd like to tell Larry?
Be careful.
Right, that was laughable. I agree. And
yeah, I can't have anything else to tell Larry.
Okay, and she Tinkerbells away.
All right, so you've gotten a message from Larry. Timmy's raring to go to the tavern. You guys share your directions and make your way that way. switch out the map. Walking north through the streets, you don't really see any crowds. You do note, however, by the way, that most of the main streets seem to have lanterns affixed to poles in the street. Some of them are lit, some of them are not. The flames do appear to be magical. You guys would be familiar with the practice from Bryn Shander. This town has much less coverage, though. Bryn Shander really is the richest of the 10 towns themselves. Is anybody going to do anything else before you get to the tavern?
So we all just witnessed the sacrifice in the middle of the town.
Oh, yeah.
So, Rhaegar would... Rhaegar would look at Trafalgar and say, Trafalgar, count yourself lucky. You do not have flesh, but a body made of metal. Do you see what wicked creatures like that do to one another?
To me, so it is a terrible fate. It looks very painful.
Rhaegar just kind of cocks his head in a confused way, thinking about how he had considered that Trafalgar felt pain, but never really thought about by what mechanism, because he still thinks he's just a hollow suit of metal.
What was that last part? I missed that.
He basically is confused because he... Sorry. He figured that Trafalgar could feel pain, but up until this moment, he hadn't considered by what method he felt pain. Because Rhaegar literally thinks that Trafalgar is just like a metal suit of armor, like an empty shell on the inside. So he, without skin,
That's what he looks like.
Yeah, without skin, he's implying that you wouldn't feel yourself burning like they did to that person.
We all empty shells on the inside.
So true.
All right, everybody, good to head to the tavern then. I know I jumped the gun a little bit with the map, throwing that up there.
I'll just tell I'll tell Rhaegar that Larry has gone in to look for himself.
That does not surprise me.
Okay. So, you guys approach the area described in directions. Walking along through the streets, nearing the northeast corner of town. It takes a few minutes to get there. It's not a super long walk, but it is all the way across town. And you approach a 2-story wood and stone block building with a large front porch. Inside, the lights are lit. There is the tinkling of piano. And as you stride through the doors, you see this place is a fucking wreck. There are beers scattered on tables. There's dirt on the floors. There's every single table has dishes near enough. Some of them still with remains of crumbs of food. But the atmosphere is inviting. It's quite a bit warmer inside than it is outside. Does anybody want to do anything as they walk through the door?
I'll just walk in. I go, oh, this looks just like my kind of place.
After you stride through the door, Rhaegar smacks his hand on Timmy's back and says, Timmy, it's time for us to do some conversations.
And
Timmy, are you going to let anybody make their way in here before you?
no, so Timmy is just going to with a with a proud strut, like he's just gonna go right in and head straight to the bar.
Okay.
Rhaegar's gonna follow Timmy.
Ubis, where you headed?
I'm gonna stand right on this, right by the door, like over by this chair,
Okay.
over by the pool table.
All right. I'm gonna send. Let's see. Jackal, where you headed?
She might be AFK.
No.
Jackal, you're muted right now. There you go. You got it. Yes.
I'm gonna pick out an open table that is big enough to seat all of us, and I'm gonna go sit down.
So there's no tables big enough to seat. Well, actually, no. Yes, you can pick out one that's big enough to seat everyone. You'll have to pull a chair up or use one of the ones. You can go ahead and move your token. Do you want to be in the middle of the room? You have a couple options. There's a gnome. So as far as the occupants of the room, there are two drunk humans sitting on stools at the bar. A dragonborn bartender. There is a gnome playing the piano. There is a sad-looking tiefling on the side of the room with a person that they're with, and there appears to be a middle-aged couple on the right when you come through the door, sitting off to themselves. Do you want to sit near anybody else? The closest, is do you want to be away from anyone? You go ahead and decide. You're the first one to post up to grab a table.
All right, I think I'm going to lay claim to these two tables
Okay.
close to the bar because I know who I'm traveling with.
All right, Trafalgar, you're up. Where are you headed in there?
I'm gonna post up with the Jackal, my good friend the Jackal.
All right, sweet. You hear the tinkling of keys behind you there at the bar. Let's see.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man.
Ubis, go ahead and roll me a d6. We're going to decide how good this piano guy's going.
I was gonna say I'm gonna roll over there for a second. And,
All right, well let's see how fast you make that move.
5.
A 5. Okay.
It's either good or
go ahead.
really good or
Give
really
me-
bad.
Roll me a d20 for his performance check. It gets +2.
He gets a +2. Okay.
Yeah.
Why am I rolling your dice for you?
Because I have the power.
It's a 12. That's a 12.
It's 12. Hey, he's okay. I mean, this definitely, people are not here to listen to him tonight at all. I'm going to send Valen and Merrick over here as well. Valen is still exhausted. Merrick's going to post up right next to you, Jackal. Looks like they wanted to talk to you about something. And Valen's going to go over here and sit down at the table. Probably not right next to Trafalgar because of the fun experiences he had in Tourmaline, but close enough that he can be part of the conversation, but still keep an eye on him. Also, by this stove right here.
Does he sit down in a chair and then pointedly scooch it away from Trafalgar?
No, he probably watches Trafalgar though. Instead of showing his back, like he turns sideways to continue walking to the chair, and then collapses into it because he is suffering from a level of exhaustion.
Oh boy.
Can I go sit on the piano bench?
Not yet.
Okay.
The place. You guys go ahead and give me insight checks.
Who, everybody?
Yeah, go ahead. Whoever wants to make one.
We got 2.
2. Okay.
I got 24
24.
plus 5 to wisdom.
What did you
I
say?
got
This
it.
was insight?
Insight. Yeah.
I got 16.
Rhaegar's a 7.
All right.
Plus 4, 16.
Okay. All right. Has everybody chimed in? Who wants to? All right. So Rhaegar and Timmy, you guys are looking around. This place is dirty. There's like dishes everywhere. It almost looks like nobody's working. But there's somebody at the bar, and if these two people here are drunk, then surely you could purchase a drink. Jackal, it looks like this place was packed with people, and then everybody got up and left at the same time. It's safe to assume that may have been to go participate and watch in the public display of capital punishment and sacrifice that they did at the town hall tonight. Not everybody came back after that to the bar, so it looks like it's going to be a slow night from here on out.
Well, in keeping with my culture of waste not, want not, are there any half-finished drinks on the table I can steal? They're free.
Every single drink that you see in this map that appears to have a liquid in it is one that you could perhaps drink for free. If you want, we'll go ahead and roll me a D100. And then then you can count up to number 78. Okay. All right. So there are, if you look at the tables here, starting at the bottom of the map and going up north, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's at an occupied table, so that's off limits. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 different beverages. We're going to say that we're going to take that 78%. And round up. So just going to say you have about 11 ales worth of of drink that you could walk around. The bartender watches you start to do this. Does not stop you. Does not stop you. They do not.
Just like, yeah, I've seen that shit before.
Yeah, with the 4-year-old, they do not care. They're already paid for. It doesn't matter.
That's
Yeah,
true.
so-
I mean,
I'll go from table to table and start pouring same beer into same tumblers until we've got several full cups worth.
The jackal should roll to see if find a cigarette in one of the beer glasses.
Yeah.
That's
Roll me a
disgusting.
D20. Roll me a D20.
Poaching, disgusting beers.
You start to pour one in, but you notice it. And you don't do it. You don't have any. You don't get a cigarette butt in your free beer.
Ew.
This is like gasoline that you buy at a junkyard tap. Who knows? It's all mixed up.
Well, I'm gonna pass one to Trafalgar and say, "Hey, I got you a drink." I know he's not gonna drink it, so I'm not worried about it.
Okay. All right. Back up to Timmy and Rhaegar. Timmy, you approach the bar. Towering over you and Rhaegar as well, is a very tall, very buff, dragonborn female of white dragon descent, perhaps. Her pearlescent white scales gleam in the candle and lamplight of the bar.
So as we approach the bar, walking side by side, I see Timmy strut, and clearly he's like focused on getting a drink. And I nudge Timmy in the shoulder, and I say, "Hold your pace, my friend. Wait 1 second. Look at this." And I kind of like point with my eyes to the white dragonborn female behind the bar. "Do you see her?"
Timmy will acknowledge and kind of and give Ragnar a wink.
All right. So when Timmy nudges back that he's aware, Rhaegar leans down to Timmy's smaller statured height and tries to like casually whisper in his ear without looking obvious, but clearly looking obvious. And I say to Timmy, "She's quite amazing. If I were your species, I would consider her a suitable life mate. Do you not think she is, I don't know, what kobolds would consider beautiful?
Rhaegar gonna start passing notes. Get one of those little like fortune teller things. For Timmy.
He just did. He just did pass a note, but him passing a note would be like a billboard.
Oh god.
Timmy will give a little chuckle and like, you know, we'll see where the night goes.
I agree. That is quite wise, my friend. Maybe you could challenge her to arm wrestling. Or we can arm wrestle in front of her. Of course, I will let you win.
Amazing.
Yeah, Timmy's just gonna like, let's get a drink or two first before we start, you know, going at it.
Rhaegar kind of grunts and nods, basically giving over to Timmy to walk up to the bar first. Like, huh.
All right, as you do that, the NPC named Visibly Drunk Bald Human leans over towards you. You can see beads of sweat across the smooth and shining palate of this guy's head. You guys in the arm wrestle? Tonight? I'll bet on you. I'll bet on you, swollen little man. And then he falls head smacking into the bar, and he starts snoring.
Did he put money out already on the bet?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say sleight of hand, yoink.
I'm to Ragnar and like, we'll wake him up later.
Yeah. As you approach the bar, you see the counters behind a wall of shelves behind the bartender, standing tall, full of colorful glass and other materialed bottles of liquors and liqueurs and various things. Prominent above them is what appears to be a large skull of some sort. Go ahead and give me a nature check, you and Rhaegar both. Four. Rhaegar, how about you?
That's a 6.
Holy shit, this thing is so real. Where is that marker? Oh, I can't put that marker. Alright, this guy's gonna be green. He's out. This guy's out fucking cold. You walk up to the bartender, Timmy. You can walk up to the bar. The bar is right about neck height on you. You slap some money down on that bar and order a drink, or do you greet him first?
I'll give like a smirky wink to the bartender and be like, beer me.
I heard saucy wink. Was that what you said?
Yes.
All right. So she turns to you, mopping at the bar with a wet cloth, and she says to you, "Evening, gentlemen. What'll it be?"
I'll take one of your finest beers and look at Ragnar and like, what do you want, man?
I will have what he is having, and put it on my tab.
We don't do tabs, mate.
Well, I'll be paying then.
Good.
Do you have any money?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
I think.
I'm sure I have some money. I have 309 gold.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. You have that like in a purse on your, is like in a fanny pouch or something?
Yeah.
Fanny pack?
The same little pouch
Great.
that I keep the ragdoll in.
That was a great O from Ubis there. Like, oh, How did I let that happen?
Yeah, right. Rhaegar doesn't really know exactly how much money that is because he's not so good at math and counting and stuff.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure you don't really have 309 gold. You just have it in your inventory. But you gave me most of your gold.
I'm sure I did.
All right. She turns to you and she goes, "Hi. All right. I have. You can get the cheap stuff. You can get the good stuff, or you can get the special stuff. What you want?"
Special, please.
Definitely special.
10 silver, 1 gold.
Yeah,
Either or.
I put a
change
gold
for you.
I put a gold out for each.
All right. So she hands you a very, very large, tall drink mug, and in it is just a very strong smelling, very dark, very thick ale.
So Rhaegar would take Rhaegar's gonna take 10 gold and put it on the counter and say, "Please keep the drinks coming."
I told you, mate, we don't do tabs.
And I slide the 10 gold over. I mean, wouldn't that be how many rounds? 5
Give me a
rounds?
persuasion check. Give me a persuasion
Okay.
check.
Persuasion.
If only there was somebody there with you.
That's a 9.
She sighs and goes ahead and pours out several more drinks and just puts them on the bar and pushes them over towards you. Takes a
Okay.
glance at the 2 drunk patrons to her left, and then slides them a little bit further over. It's like, here's the drinks. Get the fuck away from a bar. Drink. Have a good time. Don't make any trouble.
She's saying that to us?
Yeah, she's saying that to you.
Okay, Rhaegar would lean down, chug one of his ales real quick, look at Timmy and say, "Hurry, we must do something quick. She does not seem impressed."
Timmy's like, what, drink? Should I drink more?
2 at the same time.
Timmy's just gonna, like, chug 2 beers.
Timmy's gonna chug 2 beers. Okay. What would we do here? Do you have a sleight of hand proficiency, Timmy? No, you know what? Make me a roll me a d20.
Just a straight D20.
Just a straight d20. See if you do that pretty well, or if you have to burp mid chug.
1, 2.
12.
12. Hey, no, you're not burping mid chug. You're fine. You can add your proficiency bonus to that. I think that would probably make it 15. A chug check.
You just said a chug check. That's awesome.
Chug check.
I love it.
Yeah.
Not to check anyone thought they'd ever make it a D&D game, but here we are.
Here we are, and we've done it, and it's canon now.
You can customize your character sheet to add proficiency, so add chugging to your list there.
Yeah, please do that.
So as I
So stupid.
as I see Timmy chug his 2 beers, Rhaegar is gonna go into like performance mode, and he's gonna say, "What the hell did you just say to me? How dare you, scaled face!" And I push Timmy on the shoulder.
Oh my goodness.
Like, what was that?
Oh, okay.
"You heard me? You said my mother was a tundra yak."
This is going to be a PvP barroom brawl? Is that what's going to happen?
Do I hear?
Like, and so Timmy's kind of like, at first it's like a little confused, and then it's like, oh yeah, like, and she sounds like a yak also.
Oh my!
All right, I'm gonna need performance checks from both of you, actually, or deception, whichever is worse.
Whichever is worse.
Do I hear?
Oh
any of
my
them?
god!
You hear all of this.
Oh my gosh, they're the same. All right. Oh man, it's a 0.
first time. That's the
Oh
first
my
time for the
gosh.
DM to say whichever's worse. That's amazing.
Well, I have a -1 in both.
that we wanted, but it's the one that we deserve.
What did Timmy get?
What did Timmy get?
17.
A what?
17.
Oh,
17?
nice.
Okay. She's gonna roll insight. Because why not? Just keep on going down this track. Let's see what happens.
Do I have my inspiration still? Did I ever burn that? Oh, can I burn
Too
the
late.
inspiration?
Too late.
No.
All right,
No.
fine.
No.
Burn
No. We'll let it go.
No, I need a 0 out of this.
Yeah, we'll let it go.
Believe in
So,
order to use your inspiration, you have to use it before you.
That's true.
I think this is one of those cases where a 0 is better than anything 1 through 6
Absolutely,
anyway.
are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
that's pretty good. Rhaegar, you very, very obviously are. You're standing there. She's standing there watching you both. Timmy does not say anything to you, and you go, "What did you say? What did you say?" I just.
So she's totally hip to the game.
Trying to give him the wink to let him know what's up, and like you give it to her by mistake. Like you
Oops.
God.
Amazing.
even Timmy, you're playing along pretty good.
So
she gives you a considering glance.
Rhaegar looks at
she,
Timmy and says, "First you insult my mother, and then you chug ale in my face. I will not stand for it."
you see, Timmy. The bartender's watching all of this, and she shakes her head at Rhaegar, and she leans over to you, and she pours you out a shot of brandy or whiskey, and slides it over to you. And goes, "On the house. Take your friend, sit him down over there. Have a good evening. It's Nymitra, by the way." And that's how that goes.
So she just like legit walks away.
Legit, she walks away from Rhaegar and you, and she starts like cleaning bottles over here,
Damn.
pointedly ignoring Rhaegar.
I've seen all of this before.
Yeah, you've got your 10 glasses of porter. You've got all those ready to go, and you want to go sit down? It's up to you. We'll go on.
Yeah.
I'll kind of Timmy will look at it right now, but like come over here before I have to like beat you in front of all these people, and just keep walking.
Okay.
Timmy, there's an opening here. She sees you as the responsible one now. Maybe you can win her heart by bussing the tables.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So all right. So I don't know what's going on the other end of my house. Everything okay in there? I have no idea.
Those were some primal noises.
Yeah, I think I don't know. My daughter's convinced my wife to play. It's 7:45. It's kind of late.
Cool.
So the piano playing Noel is still tinkling away at the keys of the piano. Eubis, let's go over to you.
So you said he's playing decently enough.
It's okay. It's okay. I could do better than that.
I'm gonna go visit these people over to the right and just start talking to them.
They're in a hushed conversation. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Insight. That is a 17.
17. It looks like they're having a very quiet, married couple argument, because this is real life here. I wanted to put that into everything. As you walk over closer, you hear the guy here You hear him talking quietly to his partner. And he's like, it's not, look, it's not how you tell me. It's just what you tell me and what you choose not to tell me. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, I was wrong. Fine.
I walk over and I just go, once I hear that, I go, never admit you're wrong.
Oh, God.
You can always work it out, but never admit you're wrong.
He looks at you and he goes, excuse me?
I said never admit you're wrong. Did you not hear me?
We're having a private conversation.
Well, then you need to maybe keep it a little more quiet, because I just walked over, heard you talk about all this.
Well, that's why we're sitting away from everyone else here in the bar.
Maybe you should be doing this at home or something.
You know what? This was a bad idea. And he gets up and starts to leave, and she does too.
Okay, well. See you later.
You hear them fighting on their way out of the bar.
Remember what I said. Never admit you're wrong.
Either one of you.
Exactly. Neither one.
No one's wrong. No one's wrong.
And then I'll make my way up towards the rest of the group.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another performance check for that. Actually, I'll go ahead. No, you roll performance for that rock gnome.
Oh, for the guy playing the.
Yeah.
Playing
It's
the,
like here's
piano.
a picture. It's like this, only he's at the piano.
Am I
Yeah,
rolling?
I mean,
I'm rolling a d20 for him plus 2.
D20 plus 2.
I mean, is he a rock gnome or is he like an easy listening gnome?
Ooh. That's a good question. With that, he's like
That's a
chopsticks.
4.
He's a chopsticks gnome.
Oh
Okay,
god.
no.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun, dun.
no.
He's doing pretty bad right now. It's really getting on your nerves, Ubis.
I go over and sit with him. Try and give him pointers.
All right. All right, hold
I
on.
play piano. I don't play piano either.
All right, so you try to give him give me a performance intelligence check. So use your intelligence modifier instead of your. Why am I even? Doesn't bother. Don't you have like a +8 to? Never mind. Go ahead, and roll that
For
performance
my
intelligence.
performance?
Yeah, use intelligence
performance.
instead of charisma.
Well, isn't it? Oh, well, that's dumb. Well, let's see. Okay, so I'll roll my intelligence,
Roll an intelligence check and then add
my
your
proficiency.
Yeah.
Okay. That's an 18.
18. All right, yeah, he got a 14. He's starting to pick up a little bit. He doesn't say a single fucking word. It's like this guy is zoned in on this piano.
We did a little duet, like, you know how there's 2 people at a piano? I just kind of took one side and he took the other.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. Yeah.
You did the chopsticks duet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Besties.
All right.
All right,
No,
yeah,
thank
you're good
God
friends.
wasn't playing the piano together. Never would have thought.
Yeah. Welcome, Thomas.
Yay!
You guys went to the.
To be silent and let
You guys came to the bar. Is Shiva out and about, by the way? I just want to find that out. Not for any particular reason.
Wow. He just got here.
I'm going to throw her up. There she is. There she is. And then where's Bubo here? There's Bubo. We can put them wherever they need to go. I don't know what in the world is
On
happening.
Trafalgar's shoulder.
All right. Bubo's
How
up
do you
there.
have those saved, Jason? You're gonna have to message me that.
tokens.
Well, Owl is a creature
Yeah.
in the compendium. There.
Yeah, yeah.
So I created a clockwork owl tiny construct using the homebrew tools that D&D Beyond has. And all I have to do is
okay.
just add the monster token, and it's automatically the little mechanical owl token.
Nice.
Pretty handy. And then owlbear. Like, no. Oops. I didn't mean to hit that. Or did I? I don't know. Rhaegar, are you going to hang out at the bar with the bartender that's ignoring you? Or are you going to sit at one of the tables too?
Oh no! After getting such a cold reception to my attempt to liven the mood, Rhaegar would move back over to the table, and I guess I would kind of sit right here near Valen and Jackal.
Alright, so you pull up a chair. Have a seat. You guys are hanging out at the bar, drinking some beers. At this stage, let's go ahead and take a trip out and about into the rest of the town. Just a little short detour.
Uh-oh.
So, Larry, you find yourself posted up, keeping an eye on the town hall. You've let Ubis know what you're going to do. You are going into this place, correct me if I'm wrong, to look for some sort of evidence or anything that you could find out about this person that was killed or executed, if you will. Is that correct?
Well, sort of. First of all, I didn't let Ubis know anything. That was all Daisy.
Daisy did. Okay, yeah.
All right. So yeah. So
But Daisy told you that she did.
Yes.
Okay.
She would have told me that she's the responsible one. Okay. So couple things. Last session I had kind of scoped out the place.
Yes.
In order
so let me give
to
you a little bit of a description and kind of correct a couple things that I missed last time because I forgot about the map. Because they put a map of the town hall for this one. It's the only town hall that has a map in the book.
It's also the only one so far that hasn't burned down, so it tracks.
Yes, this is true. Well, the speaker's residence and the town hall in Brinchander did not burn down. Also the one in Bremen, also the one in Lonelywood. It's just Tourmaline.
The campaign's young.
Campaign's young, though, yeah. Actually, that's that foreshadowing. I can say no more. On this map here, we're going to have a couple things. There's a couple things to keep track of. So here is first floor, second floor, third floor. You can see where the roof comes in a little bit. You don't know what this is.
That's called second floor.
Layers. All right.
Yeah, there's layers. So if you choose to go up to the second floor, we'll be moving your token between map to map. Okay. So we got ourselves a little B&E going on. Now, we did retcon to the side door here. With that perception check that you did earlier, I'm going to give you a little bit of an idea about what some of the things you can see through these windows are, because you would have been spending some time here kind of going around the building.
Yeah, exactly.
Taking a look inside and kind of looking things over.
Based on where that building was and where the front door is, I would have gotten to check out the south, east, and north side. And yeah, and I'm specifically interested in whether or not it's inhabited. So I am looking for things like lights and windows, smoke and smokestacks, and stuff like that.
Okay. There is a couple chimneys on this building. You don't see anything coming through. Let me go ahead and reveal a little bit of these rooms here. And you would have looked through this window as well. All right. I think that's pretty good right there. You also would have looked through this window right here. And right there. And that's it for the first floor. Would you have tried to look through from the second floor?
Well, no, I wasn't going to try and climb the walls here, but I am interested to know if there is any light emanating from any of the windows on the second or third floor to indicate
All right.
habitation.
So with that perception check that you rolled earlier, you would have been able to tell that out of this window here on the second floor, there appears to be some little bit of light coming through. Perhaps the window's blacked out somehow, or something else along those lines, but there appears to be a little bit of light coming through this window right here. Very faint. But you have looked through, yeah, that's it. All the rest of the rooms that you've looked into are completely empty, it appears. You look at starting with the south room as you made your way around the building. Looking through this window, you see a room that's full of rows of desks and filing cabinets. There are a few overstuffed but comfortable-looking lounge chairs. This room looks like it is one that's used for administrative purposes. And there's chairs and other furniture there as well for people visiting the room for tasks that are needing to be done at the town hall. Up here, making your way around the building to the north side of the building, there are no windows on the first floor between here and here, walking your way around. Looking
wait.
up to the second floor.
Sorry, what, 1 second.
Yeah.
Sorry. If anyone
you're
has a family thing on the bingo card, that was it. Okay.
On the second floor, however, you see a set of double doors set high in the wall here, perhaps for bringing things in and out on crane or something like that. It's just almost like a barn style door up top. Making your way around to this room here, on the northeast corner of the room. Looking in this window, it's hard to see much in this room, but it appears to be full of boxes and crates. Go ahead and give me a history check.
I'm sure that's terrible. 16 on dice. I assume that's a -1. Let's see. Yep. So 15.
15's good enough. Those are probably records. Looks like a record storage of some kind. Not a lot of stuff in this room. There's like an old rickety-looking desk, a couple of crappy-looking pieces of furniture, and a whole bunch of boxes.
Sure.
Over to this next room here, looking in through the windows, you see this room is full of neatly stacked wood chairs. It's just nothing but chairs in this room. It's like maybe chair storage of some kind. There's a couple other boxes by the door, but most of the room's taken up by chairs and maybe folding tables or something like that. However, this last room right here, this room's a bit different. Looking through this window, you can see this is the first one that actually had, nice curtains. This appears to be someone important's room. The
Are you talking
room
about the
itself,
south room?
the north room,
Okay.
right here. Yeah, right here. Looking in this room, you see the walls are decorated with pieces of art. The furniture is quite nice. There is a very large desk with a very nice high-backed chair behind it. There are bookshelves. Mounted on the wall opposite the window is a 5-foot-long stuffed knucklehead trout with a engraved, looks like a copper plate below it. And there are little knickknacks and pieces of things. Give me an insight check, if you will. Regardless.
22.
22. Oh, it's safe to assume this is likely the speaker's office.
Okay. So when you said room, it's definitely office. Okay, got it. Got it.
Definitely an office. Back to this door. You waited until there was really the crowd had thinned out completely at this point before you made your move. But made your move you did. Cracking open the door after picking the lock itself, you were able to look into an interesting room. Opening up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 30-foot dark vision, I believe.
Yep. Or is it 30 or else 60?
Answer me if it's 60. If it's 60, you can
Owls
see a
are
lot
60 feet of dark vision.
Features, racial traits, dark vision,
60 feet.
60.
more. Mea culpa. All right. You quickly in your in. You see that there is a short hallway ahead of you, and that opens up into a larger room. In front of you, there appears to be a set of stairs leading down, and they go
To the fourth layer.
here.
Yep.
You would guess that this is likely, if there's anybody that has to be held incarcerated by the town or, held against their will, that sort of thing, the town hall they'd probably have, like a jail of sorts down in the basement. Across the entrance, down the steps of the entrance, you see a locked, a closed iron gate that you see as an open latticework of iron, and there is a bit of lamplight coming from down there. But the gate is closed. You see no one walking around. You listen very carefully. Your sharp knife-like ears pointing and twisting in the air. There's no sound upstairs. It appears you are alone.
I'm sorry, I missed a little bit because after you said that, I had a really stupid joke that ran through my head and I couldn't shake it for a minute. Which was
so relatable.
Which was, if I can share, if I show you my will you hold me against it? But anyway,
Is that something that Timmy's going to throw to that bartender later tonight? Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah. Use
Oh
that.
my
You can use that, Timmy. You can use
It's
that.
not even a question. It's definitely going to happen.
yeah, it's got to. It's got to.
All right. You said that there was a gate. Was the? I'm sorry. Where was the gate? At the bottom of the stairs?
I just drew one on there. It's the bottom of the stairs.
Cool. All right. So when I looked into that office over there was nobody in it, right? Didn't look in.
Nobody in it. Looked dark.
Groovy.
And that appears, that's going to be that door right there next to you.
Yeah. So I would like to do a couple of things. I want to scooch up. So you've already said that I've listened with my rotating knife-like ears.
Yeah.
All right, and I didn't hear anybody, so it sounds like I'm here alone for the time being. So yeah, I do want to scooch ahead so I can.
Really, just say ear alone.
Yeah. Good.
So I want to scooch up just a little, all silent like, so I can peek around the corner and get a view of the rest of that room, from which the stairs descend.
All right. So let's see, where is fog? Reveal polygon. All right. We can reveal the rest of this room, and also you come into the end of this little corridor here. And you see that this room, the ceiling actually continues up to the second floor of the building.
Ooh.
And it's open to below. Indeed, where the double doors set into the south wall of the building, where those are, there is indeed a small crane of sorts mounted on the walkway above for bringing things in and out of the room.
And this is where the dim light came from. Okay.
Yeah. In the middle of this room, though, is something a bit startling to you. And I'll go ahead. So to see all of this, you would have to move up at least. Hang on. There and there. Move up at least to about right there. In the middle of the room, surrounded by these 4 wooden pillars, appears to be a tall black object. Give me a history check.
Another one. Man,
Yeah.
I rolled well in the last one. That's not going to happen again. Yep. It's a 2.
It's 2. Yeah, well, you did roll pretty good on this last one. I'll give you part of it. You can tell that this particular object appears to be made out of some sort of crystalline metal, a crystalline metal that you're familiar with through running into over the course of the adventure in the towns and in the dale. It appears to be a chatelaine, carved or forged. It's not really clear how they turn that into a usable material. But it appears to be a figurehead. Actually, I have a good reason here. Go ahead and make that history check with advantage this time.
Okay.
Just go ahead and roll it again. We'll call it. I should have done it with advantage before, based on what's here.
Oh, damn it. All right, so I'm only making one more roll.
Just one more roll.
And I will remove those dice and just make one more roll here. That's a 6.
All right, well, that's better than the other one. All right, so you know a little bit, though. You can't tell whether this is some sort of statue. It's sitting on a wooden pallet, though. It's certainly not installed in the building as a permanent fixture. It still has some packing and padding around it. There's still ropes tied to it. It looks like it's been brought into the building for some reason. But it does appear to be some kind of statue carved in the likeness of some sort of bull-headed, winged, fiendish creature.
Or fiends.
Standing about 8 feet tall.
Bull-headed winged creature, huh?
Yep. It is roped off between those pillars.
Mm-hmm.
To where it is not to be, I suppose, approached too closely.
Oh, sure. Well, then I definitely won't. Those ropes will keep me back.
Yep.
You gotta respect. You gotta respect the velvet ropes and everything.
Yeah.
Do not touch the artifacts.
I think, in this rare occasion, I agree with the ropes. So yeah, at this point, layers. Larry's kind of moving on old instincts here as he's doing his B&E, but he's got this nagging voice that's like creeping up on him, reminding him that usually these sort of things work when you spent days or weeks doing reconnaissance and everything, and he's just sort of like walked straight into this place. And he's starting to think that back when he used to do this, he was somebody else entirely, pretty much, and that guy is now kind of like popping up, and a little concerned that this Larry guy, maybe recent events have been making him a little bit impulsive and reckless. Okay, so we've got the big old Sardolin fiendish thing. We've got stairs going down to the gates. We got the office right there. Is that the summary of the important stuff?
Yes.
Cool. I would like to check the office door to see if it is trapped and or locked.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to let my fae calm my spirit. Give me guidance on that stuff. And that's good. Yeah, that's a 22.
22. There are no traps.
Okay, is it locked?
It is locked.
Okay. Then once again, I will take a deep breath and attempt to pick that lock. That's like plus, like Dex and Proficiency. That's like plus 8. So that wow, I'm rolling frighteningly well. This can't continue. 90 plus 8 is 27, and I'm gonna regret that later, I'm sure.
Maybe. We'll see. You fiddle around with that lock and your thieves' tools for a bit. And as you think you just about have it, you do. And the lock clicks. The handle's free to open. You open the door, and you can enter into that room.
Cool. So yeah, I'll start in here. I'm show. First of all,
what is your passive investigation, by the way?
Passive investigation is terrible. It's like, hang on. Passive perception's 18. My passive investigation is 12.
18. Okay. All right, 18 is a passive perception. That's not bad. 12 is still not awful. What you gonna do in that room?
Well, first of all, I asked a question earlier. Is there a liquor cabinet in here?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You don't even need to look for it. You spot it immediately.
Okay, cool. All right.
In fact, there is a bottle of what appears to be scotch on the desk with a dirty glass sitting next to it.
Okay, that's cool. But there's a liquor cabinet that has like multiple bottles in it, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, good. That's important. Is it open? I assume is it not locked probably since we've got this thing out here.
Nope, not locked at all.
Cool. Where is it in the room?
It is on the north wall, so it's to your right. Entering the room, it's actually kind of not just a liquor cabinet; it's also like a sideboard type deal. And there is a lovely painting on the wall above it, depicting life in Easthaven, showing the town and the water and the fishing boats. And this one has a lot more green than your current surroundings do.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's nice. That actually is nice because I really have never gotten a chance to see this place, in its normal days. Okay, so yeah, the reason I'm in here is I thought stuff was fishy. I guess whoever's in charge would definitely have to be on the fish. So I'm gonna take some time to search around, I guess, desk, any place that looks like, it might hold stuff. I can be looking for traps first, picking locks, looking for secret compartments. But before I do any of this, I'm going to take out my crystalline flask and put it in the liquor cabinet to the back.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, you do that. You slide that flask right there into the liquor cabinet, push it to the back.
Yeah.
And you start searching the room. So as you search the room, you find that you find one interesting thing pretty much right off the bat. Let's see. I'll slide that right there. And right there. Right there. You find a panel on the wall that on moving a piece of the bookshelf while you're looking through your search, you find a panel on the wall slide free and slide open, and there is a secret door here to the front reception hall of the town hall. You see this chamber itself, the ones behind the main double doors of the building, is also decorated with tapestries and painted landscapes, along the walls. There's another stuffed knucklehead trout on the wall. This one's even bigger than the one in the office you just left.
I mean, you know, if that's the only thing you have at hand to stuff, then that's what you're going to stuff. You know, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Pushing the door, pushing through a little bit to duck through, you see that this side of the secret door is partially concealed behind a tall, slender oil painting of fishing boats on Loch Dineshire. And this room has tables and some chairs and things like that. It's the reception hall. Directly south of you are stairs leading up, you presume, to the second floor. Oh, and because this is open to the second floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is fine. There you go. That's open to the second floor as well. The high ceiling in this room, about 20 feet up. You want to do anything else in here right now?
Well, actually, now that I'm getting the lay of the land here, absolutely. There's that door to the south. What's that look like?
You push that door open.
Do I?
It is not locked at all. And a trap goes off. No. No. This appears to be a coat closet. There is what appears to be a couple sets of cold weather gear. There's a robe. Just a couple of personal effects and items. And then you have another door in this room.
Yeah, I will continue to search and open doors as I see them here. This is interesting.
All right. You open this last door and you find what appears to be the personal privy of the Speaker of Easthaven.
Okay, what kind of reading material does he have in here?
There's like yes, Fishing Boats Quarterly. A Dalesman's Guide to cross-country Yeti hunting. A couple of interesting bits of reading material.
Okay. Well, I am fascinated because normally you want to put the privies on the outer edge of a house. So I'm curious to see how this whole thing works.
Yeah, there's a rule in the Dungeon Master's Guide for using alien technology and things like that. If you want, I could pull that up. There appears to be a copper and porcelain seat on one end of this room. No, it's a privy. It's a very fancy privy, though.
Double work. I shut the door. Okay. All right.
It hardly stinks in there at all.
What's everyone else doing?
That's what we're gonna do next.
Yeah.
So you're doing some exploring, right there, but nothing else happens for now.
Cool. I'll be going down. I'll be going downstairs next.
You'll be going downstairs next.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way now. You walk down to the bottom of those steps.
Mm-hmm.
Right there at the gate. And you look down the hall, and you can see there's a corridor here that it ends right there. Give me a perception check.
That's can I use guidance on that?
Sure.
Because it's already a natural 20. So that is a total of a 32.
32.
That is the absolute highest I can do on a perception.
You place your hand on this wall, and you can tell there's a room on the other side of it. But no, from this way down the corridor here, even though you haven't gone through that gate yet, it appears to be not a mundane type of lock on this door. By the way, it looks to be some kind of magical lock. But you hear 4 separate and distinct voices muffled. You can't make out exactly what they're saying, coming from somewhere over here.
With the 32, I can't make out exactly what they're
With the
saying.
32, you hear snatches of a conversation
Okay.
that is 30 feet down a hall and through a closed door.
Give me a second. All right.
And it's there. It appears to be a group of town guards. They're complaining about being on the night shift. They're bored, and they're playing cards.
That sounds boring.
You
Okay.
know exactly what they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Let me see one more thing to check right here. Yeah. The walls here appear to be hewn out of solid rock. Back over to the rest of the group. Oop, no, that's blast from the past. How about we go to the correct one? Here we go. Everyone's hanging out at the bar here. And as soon as that loads up, there we go. Jackal.
Yes.
So you've had your cigarette butt beer without, your non-cigarette butt contaminated beers. You've been sitting there. You see Merrick trying to get your attention.
Who is that?
The Duergar that you guys got picked up at the
yeah,
cave.
right. Okay, so I just kind of turn around in my chair and see what he wants.
Yeah, he's like pulling on your sleeve. He goes, "Excuse me, Jackal. Can I ask you a question?"
Yes.
I know I just did. I have other ones though. Is that okay?
Yes.
I did it again. Okay. You are a cleric, yes?
Yes.
I am told that surface world clerics, you have way of, hypothetically speaking, if there is someone that is suffering from something, control, something like a magic muzzle, something like tell you cannot do or cannot say some things. You have spell for this, perhaps?
That's a good question. What kind of spell is he looking for?
Give me an Arcana check or religion check, whichever you like. So you're a cleric. You can give me religion or Arcana.
Both of them are +0, so it's no difference.
Okay.
I am very wise. I am not very intelligent.
That's okay. It's not a high, super high DC.
14.
14. Yeah. Remove curse would seem to be the closest match to what he's asking about. He seems to be asking you about removing a curse.
Yeah. Is that in the standard cleric known spells?
It should be one of your options, though whether you have it prepared currently, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not currently prepared, but I don't.
Yeah, you just have it. You
Remove
just
curse.
have to have it prepared.
Yeah. So is this one that you could do for me, perhaps? Today, perhaps tomorrow, something like this? I have
tomorrow.
things
I can do it tomorrow.
I cannot tell you yet, but there are things that I must do. I have to tell. I have to let someone know. But
We
I
can
cannot.
do it
Yeah.
first thing in the morning.
Okay. Can I have a beer? I have not had one like this before.
I will grab one of the semi-warm beers from the center of the table that I have gathered from throughout the bar and hand him one cheerfully.
He takes a drink. He's like, "This is different. Very different from what I have had before." Go ahead and give me an insight check on that.
Sure. Oops, and that's with advantage, so I got 23 or 13. 23.
23. All right, so Jackal, you notice something that's been kind of on the back burner a little bit thinking about this guy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about dwarves? Do you reckon that Jackal knows quite a bit about dwarves in general? Just in general. These are groups of creatures in D&D. There's specific things about dwarves in general that kind of make sense. This young one here, and I say young on purpose, does not appear to have a beard and does not shaving. He's a dwarf that's not shaving yet. He's quite young.
Okay.
Quite young for a dwarf. Teenager for a dwarf. Of course, there's nothing like a drinking age or anything like that in Icewind Dale, of course. But seems to be young to be out on his own. This whole situation is very, very irregular.
Yeah. So if that's something I observe about him, I'll tell him about a little bit about my home and where I'm from, and that my father died from a famine when I was a kid, and my stepfather's actually a dwarf. So, like certain people who have the one token friend, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm related to a dwarf. Yes, I know all about them. My stepfather is a dwarf too.
Okay.
Maybe you know each other?
Is he from, is he Durgar?
Oh, no. I
Oh,
am
no, I
this
only know,
We come from very far away. But he is a dwarf.
I only know other Durgar. Sorry.
Maybe someday you
Perhaps
can
I
meet
meet
my
him one day.
stepfather.
Perhaps I do meet him one day.
Perhaps you do meet him one day, yes. He's very
Right.
nice. He would like you.
Thank you. So he's hanging out there, and he tells you, I have family as well, though we do not agree on so many things. I almost do not consider family anymore. Truly, I say I have no family. With Wei, we disagree on very important things. Okay? You understand me?
Yes. I'm sorry to hear that. I turn around and nudge Trafalgar and I say, we can be your family. Yes, Trafalgar, we can be family?
Hey, why not?
Yes, see, you have family.
You see a tear in this Durgar's eye. He quickly takes another long pull of this this 5 ale blend.
It's my specialty. It tastes different every time.
Yeah. It's so unique. Every sip is different. It's like there are layers in beer. Is all surface world beer like this?
No. This is my own specialty.
Okay. I will look forward to this more again later. And so you guys are just kind of relaxing, having a nice little time. Let's fast forward a little bit.
Hey, I'll be
Just
right
a
back.
little. Yeah, sure. Let's fast forward a little bit. The elf that was hanging out with, there's a tiefling and an elf at a table over here. The elf that was hanging out with them gets up and heads out for the evening. You guys are getting pretty deep in your cups. The visibly drunk bald human, he wakes back up, has another. The bartender has made it all the way down to this end of the bar, cleaning only behind the bar, not cleaning anything out here, only behind the bar. And you're just going on into the you are going on into the evening time like so.
Is everything alright?
Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, you guys continue on to eating. Okay, who's doing what at this point?
The
Ubis,
Timmy
you were
and Rhaegar show still going on because otherwise, I mean, Trafalgar's like.
Yeah, what's Timmy and Rhaegar doing right now?
I mean, Rhaegar had just sat down next to Jackal and in between Jackal and Valen to enjoy
we're fast
drinks.
forwarding a little bit at this point. You guys are into your cups now. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get who's just drinking one after another.
I mean, that would definitely be Timmy.
Yeah,
Timmy, give me a
Rhaegar as well.
save. Rhaegar, Constitution save. How about you, Valen? Are you drinking one after another? You binge drinking?
Valen doesn't drink. He probably
That's right.
be smoking though.
Okay.
Once
Let
in
me
a
put
while,
a
he'll drink.
Put a cloud of smoke up in here.
Timmy got 9.
9. Okay. Ooh. Okay.
That's going to be an 8.
An 8. Ooh. Fuck. You guys are. All right. So you guys are going to be mechanically. You're going to be drunk. It's not super bad. It's just the first ability check or attack that you make on your turn will be disadvantaged. The first one, until you're no longer drunk, and it's going to be a while. If you have like 2 attacks, the second one's not affected. It's imagine if you would. If you were drunk in person and you were trying to pick something up off the floor, you go for it, you fall down, you didn't get it that first time, but damn it, if it didn't move, it's going to be in the same spot, you can get it again. The second try, go.
Close one eye and then try again.
Yeah, close one eye, try again. Okay. And we'll see whether that really screws things up or not, because this is something completely homebrew, and I'm just going to throw out there. Just the first on any given turn. Now, how do you mitigate that? I will let you, if we were something like, say, for example, if we were in combat, for example, I would let you use a bonus action to just kind of steady yourself. Just kind of boot and rally. All right? Cool. Trafalgar and Valen. What do you use? Valen's smoking. Timmy and Rhaegar, they have been drinking and drinking and drinking. I'm going to need some more gold from you guys too, by the way, if you want to keep drinking the fancy stuff. There's also a couple different types of whiskey and other drinks as well. And we could say that you guys are going ahead and gotten into that at this point. Ubis, what are you doing? Wes?
Oh, sorry, I didn't. You said, "What are you doing?" I didn't know what you said.
Yes.
What happened to the other person at the table to the right?
They got up and left earlier.
Okay. And no one's heard from Larry.
No one's heard from Larry yet. No, it's been probably about an hour and a half, maybe.
He disappears like that, but he always comes back when he's hungry.
Yeah. I'll go talk to the tiefling over here. The other person left.
I've got the Goodberry spell now. That's not going to happen anymore.
Oh no.
Oh no. He might not come home for days.
There'll be fur and all of his. There'll be mud in his hair. Those little hitchhiker bug things, plant things.
You
Yeah, I'll go talk to the tiefling. Is that a tiefling?
Yeah, it's tiefling. Okay.
I'll just sit down and introduce myself. And so the person who was there left.
Yeah, they left.
Okay, I will introduce myself.
They lean across the table and reach out to shake your hand. They go,
Okay.
Scythe. Name is Scythen.
Their name is Scythen.
Scythen.
How do you spell that?
Scython.
Okay, I will introduce myself as Aiden.
Insight check.
I mean,
Go ahead and roll deception. Actually, you know what? There's no reason. So it's just passive insight on this guy. Never mind. Yeah, your name's Aiden. All right.
Yeah.
Scythen, how are you?
Good. So I noticed you had someone here. Are you from around here?
Yeah, I live a couple streets over.
Oh, so what's this place all about?
What, the bar? The town? What?
Well, the whole town. I mean, we walked in from out of town and they were burning somebody. You don't see that very often.
I think I need to step away just for a second here. You guys can probably hear the cries of Mama. All right, so I'll be right back.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
what
let me take 2 minutes.
Tyson said?
No problem.
No, this is what your DM says. Hang on.
Have you guys come up with any new bingo squares?
Well, if Tavern Brawl was one of the bingo squares, you guys have disappointed.
Hey, the night is still young.
Well, I guess I could have started a fight between the married couple.
I think you actually probably did. So no, you're probably fine. Yeah.
I was actually thinking he probably brought them closer together because now they have a common enemy.
It's the big bad later on.
Married couple.
I think that's Ubis's primary role is generating all the big bads we're going to meet later.
Giving Jason ideas.
He's not here to get them.
Way, I'm still stuck on Ryan's joke from earlier, but I kind of think it should be Checkapoo.
Yeah.
Instead of Chepaku. I like Checkapoo better. That way it sounds sort of like a depressed Eastern European Pokemon.
Oh, that's horrible.
So Ryan, did my camera just drop out, or is it?
No, you're there, dude.
Yes.
I had your square covered when you walked away. I need to switch it back.
Oh, I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, I had myself covered. I had you covered. Trying to keep up with people who are away from.
That's why I texted you.
My bad. There we go.
Not that it mattered.
Okay, I'm back.
You're
Sorry about that,
so
y'all.
vain.
Yeah.
You probably think this game is about you.
I also would have
Right,
just.
hold on, let me just fix
reclined
something
in my
real quick.
chair.
Hold on.
If I'd known.
Oh, that's gonna be better. No whiskey tonight, just beer. That's better.
Did you roll some constitution with that beer?
I will. Here, hold on. I get a plus 19. That's a good thing, too. That's a dirty 20.
You show that beer who's the big man.
Oh, goodness. Trafalgar, you were over here listening.
Wait, do I not get to finish?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were talking. Sorry about that.
I just say, we came into town and
I live down the street.
came into town. They were sacrificing somebody.
Yeah, he came in and you saw that, huh? What's your opinion on that?
Does that happen often?
No.
Oh.
Once a month, they draw a person the lottery.
Hmm.
Give them to the Frostmaiden.
Hmm.
This one, no. You see him.
I did.
Oh my God! What is happening? What is happening in real life here?
I broke my statue I was painting.
No.
Oh,
And there's a cat now too. Oh man, this stream is just going to the. It's just going, man. I don't even know.
what are you doing?
A little bit of beer down the wrong way. Hold on. This is really unprofessional of me.
We talked about this with the whiskey. That's not the right pipe.
Well, that's why. Yeah, that happened then too. It must be something about the way I drink it. I don't know. Maybe I should get a straw. Excuse me.
You're
sorry.
Classic.
All right. He looks. He goes. That was a kind of two birds, one stone situation. Give me an insight check. Ubis.
All right. Yeah. Hold on a second. Insight. That is a natural 20, so it's a 26.
Oh, when he says that was kind of a fortuitous circumstance, if you will, that he seems to be implying that, if they had to give someone to the Frostmaiden, he's kind of glad that it was this person. Do you ask him about that?
Yeah, of course. Why? What's so important about this person that... I mean, were they in the lotto, or did you just pick them?
No, he goes, no, they didn't do the lottery this month. This month, mate. They,
No, thanks.
Exact gods. Takes another sip of his beer. Hold on. And, he looks at you. He goes, you see, the fella that they killed is a Red Wizard. Apparently he was undercover Red Wizard. Came to the Dale as part of the expedition from the Arcane Brotherhood. Luskin, you know them. You heard of them, right?
Yeah.
And, well, he hired some friends of mine to go out to look at some ruins. And on the way back, so they wouldn't tell anyone where the ruins were, he killed them.
Oh, okay.
Killed his friends. And a couple of the Goliaths from one of them their tribes, they came upon him along with a ranger that works for the town militia. They arrested him, brought him in. Since I was, I almost went, you know. I almost went too. If I'd have gone, maybe something would have been different. Did we lose Wes?
Where are the Goliaths from? Okay. I'm back.
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Where were the Goliaths from?
I don't know. One of their villages. One of their winter camps. In the spine. Wormskull Cavern or Crag Doom something. You know. Never been. Never even heard of them until day before yesterday.
Interesting.
Sky Tower Shelter. Sky Tower Shelter.
Okay.
Now, you would know that name.
Yeah. Was that where I
Rhaegar.
lived?
That's where you might have spent time during a winter.
Alright.
There are two main settlements. So I use the term settlement loosely for these nomadic peoples. They're more like a winter, like a seasonal camp, so to speak.
Yeah.
High up in the mountains, but still offering protection from the terrible weather, hungry yeti, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Not that the Goliath culture is really that big into, you know, protecting the weakest members,
right.
so to speak, but.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll and who ordered for this mage to be killed, and who sent them out to find the artifact?
They put together a jury, and they put him under some spell, sphere of truth or something like that, where he couldn't tell a lie, couldn't deceive him, and he confessed to the killing. It was because he wanted to hide the ruins from anyone else finding them.
Did he say where the ruins were?
Give me a persuasion check.
Yes. Oh, that is a 28.
So he leans over close to you and goes, and what was the name that you gave him again?
You said Cyathan.
Aiden.
No, that you gave. That you told him.
Aiden.
I was looking, Aiden. I don't know you, but I feel like I can trust you. And honestly, truly, fuck Zahn, the wizard bastard that killed my friends. Before they went out, a friend told me where they were going. Apparently, it's some sort of old wizard tower, some kind of netherese ruin. They had some artifacts with them, some books and some scrolls, when they came back in town. The town took them, sold them, gave the proceeds to the families of the folk he killed, but the rune's still out there. And Zahn, when they took him out, when they took him out there, he had a bodyguard with him. The bodyguard didn't come back, and his body wasn't at the camp where he killed all of his hirelings. So, I don't know you, but if you saw fit to ever make it out there, would you be willing to come back and tell me just what the hell was worth killing my friends over?
Of course. Yeah, definitely.
All right, and he marks on a map where that is.
Oh,
It's
sweet.
due east of town, pretty much. There is some sort of wizard's tower that and I will go ahead and mark that. I thought I had the tab open for that, but I do not. Hang on. Hang on then. Hang on. Where is that? Damn it.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go to.
I'm good at what I do.
World map. Just for reference. East of Easthaven.
Okay.
Well, kind of northeast, actually. Right here. I'm going to put.
Okay. Gotcha.
X marks the spot.
Okay, cool. I will tell Scythion, yeah, well, see all those people over there? That's my
Yeah,
group.
that's your adventurer party.
Yeah, that's my group. We'll definitely.
What's the name of your group? You're the ones that's out of Bryn Shanda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, originally you did some work on the west side of towns.
Yeah, we don't really have a name yet. Do we have a name?
Well, I mean,
don't
you've
think
only
we-
been active for like a week and a half, right?
No, I don't
Yeah.
think our adventuring group ever came up with a name.
Yeah,
No, you have a name.
we're still working on it.
All right, I'll be looking.
This is where
I'm gonna-
Ubis gets to use deception to create an awesome name without the rest of the party there.
No.
So Scython tells you like, all right then. Well, I live, and he tells you where he lives. He lives like a couple doors down. He tells you also that he used to run the ferry for the town. Easthaven had a boat ferry that would travel to the three towns that were on this particular lake: Easthaven, Caer Dinevel, and Caer Konig.
Okay.
But since the lake has been frozen over a
Yeah,
vast
wait.
majority of it, he's not really doing much ferrying people or
Yeah.
goods around right now.
Okay.
But he's doing it. He said, "I'm doing all right. Doing all right. You know."
Do you have goods for sale still?
Well, I just a
Oh,
transit.
you were just the transport.
Yeah, just the ferryman.
Okay.
Everybody's got to pay the ferryman.
Awesome. I'll toss him. I'll toss him a gold. Tell him thanks for the information, and I'll get back to him as soon as we come back.
All right, cool.
And then I'll walk over to the table over here.
All right, cool. He toasts you and stands stumbling to his feet, gets up and leaves the bar.
Cool.
So at this point, it's kind of getting dark. It wasn't already dark. What am I talking about? It's really dark outside. The two drunks at the bar are still there. They've slowed down. The gnome playing piano. He's doing better. I'll go ahead and roll this one. 15 plus 2, 17. That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah, he seems to be listening to your teachings and things like that. Does anybody else want to do anything right now?
I mean, I feel like this whole time Trafalgar's been working on his wand sheath
Oh,
upgrade.
sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, so you guys see Trafalgar over there. He's got his tinker's tools and his arms stretched across the table in front of him. Just kind of, he's knuckle deep into his arm with his tools. Yeah, are you trying to build you one tonight? Or are you trying to use an infusion?
Yeah, I'm
mechanically
using my
speaking?
infusion for it.
Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, you'll be able to get that infusion done in that morning, or by the end of your next long rest, you'll be able to do that. Yeah. If you were crafting one, I'd say you'd be able to get some good progress on that hanging out, because you don't really drink or eat. So unless you're socializing or playing cards or something like that, Trafalgar's like a very quiet person at a bar. Unless the bar's on
He's
fire.
very focused on his work.
I guess
All right.
so. You said it's like nighttime, basically.
Oh, you're right around the middle of the night.
All right, I'll go up to. They have rooms here, right? Or is this tavern or an inn? They don't.
You go up to the bar.
Yeah, I'll ask the bartender where we can get some rooms.
Okay. So the bartender tells you there is an inn that would still take rooms at this hour. It's on the southwest end of town, so it's across town.
Oh god, that's far back.
So it's called the White Lady Inn. It's named after a famous ghost.
White lady?
The ghost of the White Lady. Her name was Karen. She threw herself off of a cliff because she couldn't get the manager. Yeah.
Tragic tale. Happens a lot.
Yeah. It's a local legend. There's a local legend of a ghost that haunts the southern end of the lake. So the inn's named after her.
How far away is that?
It's like a half an hour walk. It's not far.
Okay. I guess. I mean, I'll go back to the group and say, hey, I was gonna try and convince her if we could just sleep there, but I feel like we get a better sleep somewhere else.
Okay.
Unless you all want to sleep at the Wet Trout or wherever the hell.
Yeah, it's like a half a mile away, if that. It's less than that, really.
Okay. And I'll just tell everybody, that there's a tavern or the White Lady Inn. We can probably get rooms and spend the night, and then we can start in the morning. And I guess like on the walk down there, I'll tell them what Scythion said to me.
All right. So before you guys leave,
if that's what they want to do.
Before you leave the bar, what's everyone's passive perception? Does anybody have a passive perception over 20?
No.
Does anyone have a passive perception over 17?
I got a 16.
Jackal does, right?
18.
Okay. All right, Jackal. You're sitting there at the table, conversing with Merrick. Sounds like he's got a pretty. Yeah, sounds like he's got a pretty rough home life, so to speak. You can pretty much guess that he has run away from home. Doesn't get along with his family. Whoever they are, but you can't nail down any specifics out of him. And whenever you try to ask him or try to, guide him towards a specific answer about like where exactly did you come from? What exactly do you need to tell people about here? What the fuck? He kind of just pulls at his earring a little bit and gives you like a helpless look, like he literally
Right.
cannot tell. Give me a Arcana or History check, if you will, or no, actually, give me a Religion check.
Okay. 6.
6.
May be a
Okay.
cleric, but I don't know crap about religion.
Which is
I
Yeah,
can't
it's-
believe.
that religion is
How
not a
do you not
wisdom-based
have?
stat.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
but
It's okay.
you're a
It's
cleric.
I know. Let's see. Does it make sense for that to be done at advantage?
Jackal knows his religion. He doesn't have to think about it.
This is
The
true.
Jackal knows this. Right, the
This
Jackal?
It is known.
It is known, yeah. Okay.
This is the way.
But
I mean, when he gets up in the morning, he says to himself, the Jackal, you know religion.
go ahead and give me an insight check then there, Jackal. And Trafalgar and Timmy, because you guys are both around this guy, presumably looking at him while he's talking and stuff.
22.
22 for me.
22 for Jackal.
9.
9, okay. Timmy, that life sucks, man. That's like worse than growing up having to listen to whatever some stupid dragon says. But Jackal and Trafalgar, especially you, Jackal, you think I could also know this guy's really young. Seems really naive. He's running from something. He's running from something, which means somebody might come to try and take him. And right about the time you realize that, Jackal, you spot the door to the bar. You don't see anyone entering the bar. So first of all, you don't see anyone entering. But you see the door open and slam open to the opposite wall. Both doors.
Also,
Wind coming through.
this whole
What's that?
time I've been talking to... Is it Merrick?
Yes.
This whole time I've been talking to him, filling him in on his new extended family that he's got. Does he react when the door slams open and nobody's there?
He doesn't notice. He's pretty deep in his cups right now, too.
God.
He's going to be getting...
Oh,
he's
no.
drunk. He's very, very drunk.
I didn't give him that much. I didn't give him that much
the
booze.
only one. You're not the only one right there, though. And he rolled sleight of hand pretty good against Timmy's passive perception to be able to grab a couple of those beers. And he doesn't have very good tolerance. Young dwarf. Timmy, you're looking at your beers, and you're pretty sure that you've bought 12 beers, but you've got 9 in front of you, and you don't know what happened to the other 3. Is that a problem, or is that like, well...
Probably drinking it without noticing.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, if Timmy's been hitting it pretty hard, so he doesn't. He's like, whatever. We'll figure out in the morning where that extra beer went.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
I didn't see anything, so...
No? Okay. Valen, what you doing?
I'd like to see if we'll see the doors open, so I'll roll for a perception check.
Yeah, I was just running the off of passive. But, yeah.
All right.
3? Yeah. So you guys are like mid-conversation.
Maybe it's the
like, Yeah, it's the wind.
What?
I mean,
Valen, we've been through this before.
send
This
Shiva
should
to
be
check the doors.
triggering. This should be triggering for you, man.
You're a dick. You're such a dick.
I know it. Um, but the doors themselves, they're like open for quite a while. And when they slam shut, all of you kind of like look up and look around, but there's nobody new in the bar. And the lantern that was over here on this end of the room is now burnt out, and it's a little bit darker now than it was. Who's doing what?
Rhaegar sits there having drank the drink at the bar and has maybe one or two, and he sort of stretches his arms back wide, knocking one of the cups off onto the ground. He's like, what are we doing?
Is anybody going to answer Rhaegar? What are you doing?
I thought we were going to find somewhere to sleep. Unless you
Yeah,
wanna
we're
keep
gonna go to
drinking.
we're gonna go to the tavern, or to the inn, the White Lady Inn, or
Trout.
whatever it is. Well, that's where we are now.
That's the Wet Trout.
Timmy's gonna look at Rhaegar and in a drunken stupor and be like, "Your mom."
When he's go ahead.
As you do that, you hear like a slamming of wood on a table, and you look down the other end of the room, and standing before you, before the group, is someone that you haven't seen in the bar before. Someone new to the bar. Jackal, you would have noticed that this person just like a soap bubble popping. 1 minute they were not there, and then they were there. You see standing before you an adult Duergar male, dressed in not chainmail, not leathers, but full fucking plate, standing there, slamming his hand to the table to get your attention.
Well, as soon as he pops out of nowhere, I'm going to jump to my feet, because that's a threat.
All right, everyone here. All of you, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of the bar. All of you, get out of the bar. You get out. You get out. All of you, get the fuck out of the bar. You, Merrick, you fucking sit there. You stay right there. We'll get back to you in just a minute. All of the rest of you, get out.
Eric's dad.
You say all. Do you mean us as well, or just the other patrons? Trying to
I
sort
give
of
you this
establish
chance.
what's going on here.
I give you this chance. You'll leave now, or else is big problem. And you see him transition there from a normal-sized human being as he gets as he makes an arcane gesture, and suddenly this individual is not just a normal-sized creature, normal-sized dwarf. Now he is about 10 feet tall, standing crouched inside of the high ceilings of this room, and his voice is booming now. I said, get the fuck out. And he pulls a purse from his pocket, and he throws it, and it sails all the way up and smashes into the countertop. You see gold flying through the air. And he goes, for your troubles, bartender, all of you, out. And as you guys begin to square off against this guy a little bit, kind of stand back, the sound of chairs sliding on wood floor, you see the gnome piano player, he dips. He is fucking gone. Runs around, and then out the door. You see these two drunks helping each other slowly but surely. They make their way out the door. Does anybody make any kind of overtly hostile moves towards this tall Duergar at this time?
I'm gonna run over the 5, 10,
Okay,
15,
you're running.
20,
You're running now?
25, 30. I'm running up. I cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay, so you're going to run up and cast Blade Ward.
And I
Meanwhile,
go. And but I want to say, hey. Look. We're just trying to get out of here. You come in barging in, telling us what to do. I don't know who you are. You know, is this your son here or something? Because if he
you
is,
don't know who I am. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you, little goblin person? Who the fuck cares? I tell
little
you.
goblin.
I tell you, get out of the bar. If you
tell me.
value your life, you will do this. You will leave the bar. You will leave the bar. I am Darth Sunblight. Do you know this name, Sunblight?
No,
You
I never
should know
heard of you.
this name. One day we
Never
will
heard of
rule
you.
this town. We will rule all these towns. We will rule all these towns, and you will have to lick boots, and you will do so happy. Get the fuck out of bar now, or else.
And
Watch
Someday you may rule this town, but you don't rule it now.
I tell him to fuck off.
Okay, decision made. Decision made. Then I suppose everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Does he make a really threatening bank shot?
It's an 18.
Right near the pool. Too.
Yeah, he does. He does make a
hits
really
me with
threatening bank
me with a
shot.
pool ball.
16.
18.
18 for Rhaegar. 16
Timmy
for
got
Jackal. Timmy got 11.
Hey, so while they're rolling initiative, I would like to say that was the last thing I was doing in that place, because I'm kind of like, I don't like the fact that now there's more of the Chardolin, and like it seems to be ensconced in the town, and more of like the fiendish influence and everything. And
Yeah.
at this point, the first thing that actually came to his mind is he actually wants to go talk to Merrick.
Mhm.
So Larry feels like he's done enough. He's going to go retrieve his flask and
Okay.
head out. So
Okay. Before you retrieve your
just
flask, Larry, let me finish getting everybody's initiative rolls here, and then we're going to switch over to you.
Oh, okay.
Trafalgar, what'd you roll? 2?
No, that is a 21.
21. Very good. Valen, what'd you roll? Or Valen? A year later, I'm still doing Valen.
Valen anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not Valen anymore. Yeah,
Which one is it actually now? I've lost track.
I think it's Valen. Don't know.
I think that's it.
Tommy, what'd you roll for initiative?
He might have had to step away. It sounded like Desiree was in the background for a minute.
I'll roll. Let me roll this initiative real quick here.
I rolled a 9.
9 for Ubis.
That's good for me.
You guys hear when Darth Sunblight just pops into existence in the bar here. You guys standing near Merrick would see an expression on him that you have not yet seen.
Sorry,
And that would be...
away.
I went ahead and rolled initiative for you. I got a 16. You can roll it. You can re-roll it if you
I'll
want.
take it.
Okay.
That's perfect.
All right. You see Merrick. See, he goes fucking... Grayskin goes pale. Jackal, you notice you can tell he looks really fucking nervous at this guy.
As soon as I see his response, I'd like to push him behind me.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, that's fine.
Like how you do with a little kid that needs to not see what's going to be happening.
Aw.
Well, yes. Now, just so we're clear, he's pretty good at killing gnolls. And he was eating a gnoll arm. So, but he's just young in other ways, I suppose. Um, you're never too young to kill a gnoll, I suppose. That may be problematic to say. I don't know.
Well, I've noticed that he's young, and because he doesn't seem to have any family, he seems really sad, and so kind of adopting him into my family, I'm taking a step, at least in my culture, to kind of take responsibility for him. At least until he's, grown a bit more and can stand on his own 2 feet by himself.
All right, sweet. Um, when he stands up and you put him behind you, Darth Sunlight goes, "Okay, I see how it is. It will make it the hard way then, huh? You do not choose easy way. You choose hard way. I like that you choose hard way." And we're gonna go back over to Larry for a little bit.
All right, Brewski bot.
Let's see. Who's this Ruski bot? Who you speak of?
No, yeah.
I keep hearing James Franco from the movie about The Room, the disaster artist. I keep hearing him doing freaking Tommy Wiseau, like, I didn't do it. I didn't hit her. Oh, I stop. I didn't.
Sorry. Hang on. Okay. Excuse me.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Man.
I'm so glad that somebody else clearly has seen that movie for that random reference.
All right, so
Tommy
before
reference. I haven't seen that movie yet, though.
Oh, it's so great. The real movie is just as funny and bad as it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Let me train wrecked.
Dude, the disaster artist is actually pretty good. It's pretty funny.
So, you hear a little bit. You hear Darth Sunlight kind of go into a little bit of a rant there before I switch over to Larry. He looks at the rest of you there and he goes, "What are you? Bunch of adventurers? You meet someone for what? 2 days, 3 days, and you think you know them? Merrick here, he's not good little dwarf. He's bad, evil dwarf, just like the rest of us. Let me take him with me. We go, take him back to family, where he belong, where he need to stay, where he learn his place. Merrick, what do you think? You think you come to the surface? You leave behind what you think you do? You come give warning? You come give warning? You come tell people, save a life, perhaps? What, do you think you're hero? When I find out you were missing, I knew you probably come somewhere near. So, surprise to me when find out you were in the same town as me. What strange fate is that, huh? I had to send fucking Zublar tonight to take care of the business I was going to go on. We had appointment at town hall tonight. I had to send fucking Zublar. I could not go. You robbed this from me. You robbed this joy from me. And now you will pay, as you should have paid long ago. Larry, as you enter back into this, Rime here.
I would like real quick comment. I think it's really interesting that he self-identifies as evil. I mean, most people don't. Most people don't think of themselves as evil. They just do bad things and then justify them.
Yeah, he's like, no, I am bad guy. I know this. I'm happy with this. I am at peace with self.
His best bad guy.
I am living best life.
I love it.
I see thing I want, I take. If I'm not strong enough to take it, I just change mind. I don't want it no more. Who wants thing that you're not strong enough to take? You just get strong and take it. It's all right. You have to obey rule and ruler, but otherwise you just take what you want and fuck the world. Don't use traffic signals. Just go from one lane to the other like a crazy person. Fuck everyone else.
I mean, that's one way
Drive
of looking at things.
I drive electric vehicle, but I still park to block pump at gas station because fuck everyone.
Oh no. That's truly evil.
What a shitbag.
We weren't convinced before, but now we are.
I pay tolls
I go
with
outside
pennies.
and I zip tie shopping carts to the handles of his car.
Oh god. So Larry, it's my impression you wanted to go finish up a little bit
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
office. Yeah, there's some
no-
papers and things on that desk.
Well, I mean, I already searched this place and really didn't come up with anything interesting, right?
Oh yeah, I meant to go over that. Yeah.
Oh.
So you there's some papers and things on the desk. I made you roll for I don't know. I was listening to too literally, I suppose. There's no traps or anything like that in there. But you did find some papers
Okay.
on the desk. And a book. Okay.
Okay.
Can Larry read?
He
Can
can.
Larry read? Yeah.
I mean, he can.
Yeah. He just chooses not to sometimes.
Usually, yeah.
All right, so you find you spend some time in this room. In a drawer, you find like a folder, a leather folder. Inside, you find a couple of things. You find a contract between a party of adventurers and a wizard here labeled as a member of the Arcane Brotherhood, named Zan, D-Z-A-A-N. I can give you his full name if I can scroll up to it, but it's really not important.
Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, that's already a lot of letters for one syllable. I'm good.
D-Z-Z-Z-A-A-A-N-N-N-N.
H. N.
N.
Apostrophe.
But you find it's a worn book with a red leather cover and yellowed pages.
Is it a red leather, yellow leather?
Yes. The edges of the pages appear to be stained with blood. Go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
More demonic shit.
Actually,
All right.
hold on. Before you roll that, hang on. Let me double check something.
It's anyway. I'm gonna roll this dice.
Actually, give me a instead of a wisdom save, give me a check, just a luck check here. This is going to be a check for your face swarm.
Or for my what?
For your swarm of
My face.
your friends.
You said face warm.
Your friends.
I heard that entirely wrong. I'm
This
like,
is a check to keep your face warm.
why is my
What?
face warm? I thought we established that the fireplaces weren't lit. Right. That's a 16.
16. Oh yeah, that's fine. Just like the luck check, basically. You're looking at this. There's something about the writing here that's just a little bit weird. And in the light cast from these little motes that float around you, the writing inside this book appears to flicker. This book is stored in the drawer along with some reports and some documents having to do with the execution this evening. You think that maybe this might be something to take to one of the magic-y folks in the party. This particular book right here, because what appears to be a book of dreadfully boring and dry poetry is flickering back and forth with something that has some sort of arcane sigils and designs and sketchings.
I believe you
Now-
have a book.
Reading is magic.
More to the point, reading is something I just don't want to do. So,
Well, luckily, there's a couple people in the party who really do like to read. They love reading. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, so if I take something, then they know we've been here, but they're demon bullshit anyway, or devil bullshit anyway. So, I guess, I really don't have to worry about the rule of law at this point. So yeah. I will. I'm not going to bother trying to rifle through any of this myself. I'll look forward to the days where Daisy can read for me. And
Okay.
And I'll toss this stuff in my pack.
Okay.
And
So you have the contract that was between Zahn and the adventuring group that he murdered, that he hired.
Yeah.
Murdered. You also have testimony from when he was under the effects of the Zone of Truth spell, which, just to summarize, would if you fail to save, you can speak no lie. Now, you can be misleading and things like that, but if you design your questions well enough and you are getting that person to answer those questions through some means or other, they can't not tell you the truth. If you force an answer, the answer is going to be true. So they could force a confession. It would be a reliable one under this spell, which is actually kind of dark for this fantasy world. That's just my personal opinion, but that's okay. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
Quick
In
semantics question.
Yeah.
Is it the absolute truth, or is it just the truth as they know it?
Truth as they know it.
Okay.
So there's always a little bit of wiggle room, I suppose. Which is why it's not always about the person answering the questions. Sometimes the more important question is who is asking them in the first place? Who came up with these questions? No one knows. Give me a perception check, Larry.
Sure.
Lost Rime
I'll do
redeemed Lucky for us, so we have Lucky just sitting there hanging out for anybody who
Alright.
needs it.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Perception check, yes. That is 15 plus 8 is 23.
23. Okay. You hear a very loud thump come from outside the door. The door to this office that you have closed behind you coming into the room, of course. You hear a very large thump and crack. You can pretty safely guess someone just busted down the side door on this town hall.
Oh, cool. Then I would like to sort of find out more about that. So what I'm going to do here, since I have not yet fetched my vessel from the cabinet, I am going to take out a little one of those little like vials of that Knoll Ichor stuff. I'm going to leave a trace of it in the drawer here as I pocket this shit. And then the Fae are going to whip around me into a little bit of a whirlwind, and I'm going to go storm in a bottle into my vessel in the liquor cabinet.
Okay. Do you want to take any furniture in there with you? That chair that the speaker of Easthaven has is really fucking nice.
No, I feel like it's already getting a little crowded in there. I feel like I want to arrange the place before I start moving more stuff in, you know? Otherwise it starts to get crowded, yeah.
Out of game, by the way, that bottled respite deal means that you basically, what is it? It's 20 feet. It's 20-foot radius circular room, right?
I mean, more or less. The way it works is, it's like functionally it's 20-foot radius. It looks like it's a big like forest expanse, but if you walk towards the edge, it becomes non-Euclidean, and you just start like sort of like find yourself walking in circles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. Way better than a bag of holding. Just as long as you don't need to get something out of it every now and then. You could just you could fit so much in there. Slaps the bottle. You can fit so much shit in this thing.
And we have established that that motion outside the bottle does not affect like momentum and inertia within the bottle, right?
Correct.
Cool. That'll come in handy later. I'd love to play with physics. And now I
All right,
only have 3 Knoll Fangbiles left.
Now, I do remember you saying something along the lines of changing out your
Floating proficiency.
floating proficiency last week to Dwarvish. Is that correct?
Yeah, because I wanted to have a conversation with Merrick, yes.
All right, you hear Dwarvish coming through the door.
Cool.
With that perception check you made earlier, you hear Dwarvish coming
right
through the
back.
door.
Oh, one of the fun things about that vessel is while I'm in it, I can still hear what's going on.
Oh yeah, you hear Dwarvish. You hear the door. You're over here in your vessel. There's not really a marker for that. It's just no one can see you. Maybe there's a marker for invisible or something like that if you right click on your character token. I'm not sure.
Sure. I'll right click on it and look for nuclear vessel.
Nuclear vessel? Can you tell me where is Alameda? Where is Alameda?
How do you get to Alameda?
Yes.
Nuclear vessel. I love that movie.
Yeah, that is the best one. No, I don't know if that was the best one or not. They all really look their age, though, which is kind of sad at the time. I'm not going to get off on that
Galaxy
tangent.
Quest is the best Star Trek movie ever.
Yes. All right, so you can't see out there, but you hear footsteps come into the room, and then leave, and you hear the door shutting. Now you're in there for a couple minutes.
And so are a bunch of the Fae as well. We're
Yeah.
kind of hanging out, all like sort of sitting quietly, like on the couch or on the fire, and kind of listening.
You have no clue what the hell is happening out there, which is interesting. That's an interesting way to go.
Okay.
Where's the one to?
Well, I'm gonna give it 6.5 minutes
Okay.
before I can't stand it anymore. And,
Before you get to the 6.5 minute mark, you hear the sound of conflict, the clanging of spear and shield,
Ooh,
if you will. You hear combat taking place.
Cool. I pop out immediately and run towards that.
All right, so you pop out and jump into the hall. And let me do a couple rolls here. Yeah, so
As I run
ahead,
out, I look back at the chair and regret not having taken it.
yeah, there's like there's like a sad, you give like a sad look. Oof. Yeah. These poor people, they don't have very many hit points. So you see, running out into the hallway, you see a few things going on here. You see that go ahead and are you stealthing out of that room, by the way?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't
Okay.
know how to stealth in an open hallway, but I stealth as best I can.
Well, I mean, there's little sideboard tables. It's not like,
House plant.
yeah, it's not like the hall from the ER drop off to like the OR. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm carrying the fern in front of me as I walk.
Yeah. But no, you could look out through the door before you jump out. That sort of
Sure,
thing.
yeah.
Okay, so you glance down the hall and you see 2 dead bodies here at the top of the stairs. And a third laying in the hall by your door.
Dang, that was quick.
Why did I disable that? Right, there we go. You see... Nope. Nope.
Thank God.
Large, not huge. Large. Damn it! You see 2 large Duergar standing at the top of the stairs here, and then in front of you, facing away. You almost don't see them at first, but you see a little guy, just a little tiny little fella. This particular Duergar is very small. In fact, he's so small that you almost did not see him at all. And there's a really nice picture for that. Where the hell is it? Anyways, it doesn't matter.
You better run, motherfucker.
Little short dude.
So I'm sorry. By the time I got to the door, has the sound of conflict already ceased?
So I mean, is leaving the bottle is an action or bonus action?
I don't know.
What I will say is that as you poke your head out to look in the hallway, this last one in front of you drops.
Okay.
They
drops from
if you
what?
if you had to quantify it, it looks like they were one shot by these 3 Duergar.
Cool. And I mean, I'm still looking up the thing. But I mean, does it sound like they've finished off all the opposition in front of them?
You remember 4 voices from the hall earlier, and there are 3 bodies sprawled out.
But does it sound like there's still some sort of resistance occurring?
Oh.
And yes, leaving is a bonus action.
Okay, leaving is a bonus action. Okay, so you have your action still. From down at the bottom of the stairs, you hear, fellas, what was that noise? What's happening?
Oh, shit.
You can't see it from here. One of the sounds that you heard might have been, the sound of that gate clanging shut. You presume that, they wouldn't necessarily leave if they have inmates, particularly, wouldn't necessarily leave no one down in the basement if they went to check out some loud noises from above. So do you stay hidden or do you jump into action?
All right. I mean,
Very tough choice.
What mechanics do I have left to me at this point? So I guess I used my bonus action, my movement already, right?
Yes.
So I mean, if I were to jump, if I were to jump out, would I be hidden at this point? Would I be able to surprise somebody? What's the deal?
I would if you beat their passive perception with a stealth check, which is pretty damn near impossible to fail. Knock on wood. I would let you have surprise. But then I would be having you roll initiative. So with this way surprise works, they wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah.
Until after you went.
I should run. But I can always run later. Fuck it. All right.
Oh, and as far as the layout of the building goes, by the way, if it's helpful at all, logically speaking, you would guess that there's another door down here, linking this room, the front entry hall of the room, and the administrative offices. So if you needed to go around, you could make it around through the secret door and out and about.
Or actually, you know what?
And also from the second floor here, there's no doors from which you presume are other offices, but there are a couple of windows looking down to this open space. It's up to you what you do, though.
You know what? I'm not going to jump into it. I don't feel like I know enough yet. I am going to. I'm not going to jump on them right now.
Okay.
I am
Are you
going
gonna
to.
kind of circle around or go upstairs? Or do you want to?
No, because I want to know what they're doing. I'm going to stay in this room. I'm going to pop over into the corner. I'm going to stay hidden. And I am going to continue to listen to what's going on. I guess that guy's locked himself in there. Maybe I can get a better feel of what the whole deal is before I start jumping in and getting all stabby.
Okay. So you post up over there. You hear from the hallway one of the Duergar to the others. Zabulor, should we break into door downstairs? Should we break the doors downstairs, kill last one? And you hear the one that they were speaking to, this Zublor. You hear him, no, fuck that. Okay, let's get what we came for, go. There's no reason to waste our time. Darth has other business to attend to tonight, but he'll want us to be done quickly. They'd only wish we had more people with us than you fucking three. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's
and
good.
you hear footsteps going away from that door to where the one that was near the door has gone further away. I'm not going to move these to where you like know where they are exactly, but
they've come
where
for the
they
big bull
were.
statue. They've come for the big bull statue, though. Okay,
that's a pretty good insight.
Man, you got to respect the rope, though.
Yeah.
Now
You
I have
actually
now I have to kill him.
you hear some loud crashing and smashing, the sound of hammer on metal, crystalline metal. They're going at the statue with hammers.
Interesting. Okay.
You want to do anything else?
No. That's curious.
Okay.
I'm good there.
All right. Back over to the tavern. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through every round, full round, everybody through initiative, and then we're going to jump over to the town hall for a bit, and then we're going to go back and forth. Is everybody good with that?
Yeah.
All right. It's a little bit tedious, but I think it'll let us get through this a little bit quicker and also kind of keep the narrative unified.
It doesn't look like you've got me in the combat tracker, DM.
Yeah, I'm not using that combat tracker right now.
Okay. Can you just
I'm
add
using
us manually just so that for people on the stream?
All right, everybody click on your token and click add to combat tracker or whatever if you have that. Hold on, I can do that. Hold on.
I was already in there.
There. There.
Should I just roll initiative?
There.
No,
No, I've
just
already got your
use what
initiative rolls.
he had before.
I got
Alright,
a
and they're not-
16 as
yeah,
according
so-
to, Jason.
Where is Trafalgar?
Yes, sir.
You're on deck, okay?
All right. Well, if I'm up, with my action.
go ahead, you're up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, with my action, I'm going to summon the arcane turret in healer mode,
Okay.
So
Where are you going to put that?
Right behind me. So it should be in a spot that gets everybody. So that square right there,
Thanks.
because I think that actually hits everybody except Shiva.
And
All right, go
me.
ahead and roll for that deal.
And let's
Does
see.
it get me too or no?
How far are you from me?
That doesn't hit me, I don't think. Maybe it does.
Here, I can move my Shiva right here onto the table. There we go.
What are you going to eat her?
Yep. After she's gotten her HP buff. I'm joking.
Okay. All right, so
How
I
far
just
does
need
your-
Hit points.
token
Everybody
for
gets
that.
10 temporary hit points that is within 10 feet of the turret.
Nope.
Hey.
Thanks.
Sorry. You're way out front, so.
Yeah. And I
Ubis, did you
Either
have
way.
any temporary hit points left from earlier in the day? Because we haven't had a long rest since you guys had the nullify.
No, I whatever hit points I have, I have. It's all right. I got
Okay.
Blade Ward.
All right, I'm gonna throw up.
You're raging.
Pretty much.
So that was action and bonus action. And I think Trafalgar will move himself back here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stay where I am. Right there.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right, hang on. I'm still trying to put a custom image in here for your token. There we go. Little spider-looking fella.
Just when
I have 9 in
thought
my initiative too,
Shiva
by the
would
way.
be fine in this tavern, Jason decides to get her killed again.
What are you talking about? She's not dead. She's not being dead or whatever.
Yet.
Just send Shiva to perch up on that big skull behind the thing, and she'll be fine.
All right, cool.
Until the
All right, so
skull
it's
eats
round
her.
one.
Did you put me in as my 9?
I did.
Okay, there it is. Who has a better dex?
Who?
Me or Merrick?
Merrick has a +0 to dex.
Okay, so it's probably me. So I get to go
Alright,
first.
so I'm just going to change him to an 8 then.
As long as I can get my sheet to work.
All right, is everybody ready?
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna do some combat. When it comes to you, I would love. I'll come to you. I'll let you know it's your turn. I'll remind the next person that they're on deck, almost ready to go, and we're gonna kind of power through this as fast as we can, not to go too long. And I hope I don't kill all of you. We'll see though. We'll see.
Sorry.
You say
Darth
that you hope you
Sunblight.
don't, but I feel like you're going to try.
Darth Sunblight looks over at the group and he goes, "Oh, you bring little spider robot, yeah? Is that all your backup you bring? Is that all you bring? Oh, you people, you should have left when you had the chance. You should have left when you had the chance. You really should have. It's too late now. Too late now, though. Haha. And where's this guy's stat block? And an action. Okay, cool. Sweet. Duergar have an interesting stat block. One of my favorite things is sunlight sensitivity. Now, we're indoors, so that would never be a problem anyways, but we're in Icewind Dale, and it's fucking dark there all the time.
And it's night out.
Never an issue. Never an issue. Ubis, where you are, suddenly you hear somebody taking some fucking swings at you.
I fucking
You don't
knew it.
see anything. You hear footsteps
Fucking knew it.
at you, and you don't even know to lean out of the way. But that's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so that's going to be.
Should have. Goddamn, cast fairy fire is my first thing I did.
That's going to be 8 points from the short sword,
4
plus 7, so 15 total. 7 from sneak attack, and that's going to be
so 7.
Yeah, so 7 points of piercing damage from you, and you see a Duergar male here standing there. You're going to go ahead and take another attack at you.
Of course it will.
Next attack is just a 15. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
15 does hit. Okay, so that's just going to be 8 points of piercing damage on that one.
4.
Okay.
Great use of that cantrip, man.
Fuck yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I'm the fucking
Next
tank of
one
the group.
I'm sorry, did I say next one up? What are you talking about next one up? What is this next one up? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Eubis, you're getting... Somebody else is taking swings on you again, buddy.
Why the fuck didn't I cast fucking fairy fire?
Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be 19 to hit.
Yep. Oh.
Alright, that's going to be 6 plus 6, 12 points of piercing damage.
6 total.
6 total. And the first attack, second attack is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
That misses. Okay.
Thank God.
You are staring down.
Oh, you know what? On the first one, just because he hit me for more, I want to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Alright, I'll let you roll that. As you make a dexterity save.
Yeah, 16, which you'll probably get.
He does. He just gets it. So he's going to take half damage.
Alright, so that's going to be... let's see... That's going to be... Oh, okay. So he's going to take 6 damage.
Alright.
But it's 6 fighter damage.
Alright, sweet. He's not, resistant or anything like that to fire or anything like that. Next up, you hear Darth Sunblight speak up, and he goes, "Also, your turn. 5, 10, 15, 20. Light up the table, if you will, please. Thank you."
Oh no.
You see running out and around 5 feet wide, 30 feet long. Running out and about. Let's see, what's 30 feet from here? 30.
Just the whole table.
30. I think we can get through. Make sure you heard Darth go. Make sure you hit Merrick as well on this one. Fuck him. And you see a Duergar in robes pop up right here.
Ooh.
And he is going to do a line of fire 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. I'm going to definitely hit Valen, Rhaegar. Come on, draw the line. There we go. Definitely hit Valen, Rhaegar, Merrick, and Timmy Because of the way diagonals work in this thing. I'm going to say Jackal too, but you get advantage Jackal on your dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So everybody, I need you guys to make dexterity saving throw, please.
That's on disadvantage, right? For me.
No, saving throws are not at disadvantage since you're really drunk. Just your first attack or ability check on your turn, not a saving throw.
Is that like, what is it, Azta Ganzer's Scorcher or whatever?
Kind of, yeah.
Something like that. Never actually.
I got 18.
18 passes.
14.
14
So-
passes.
I roll a Constitution saving throw.
A dexterity
Dex.
saving throw. Four fails. Timmy, what did you roll?
You fail.
6?
You tell him
Sorry.
you're rolling.
Sorry, Timmy, what was that?
And you know, based off your line you've got drawn here, okay, the only people who should technically be getting hit at this moment, alright, should be Timmy and the damn Duragar, okay? Your line is improperly drawn for strategic advancement to hit a bunch of cripples.
Of course I'm trying to hit everybody.
You've got
Really?
the inebriated on one side of the map, the not so inebriated on the left side of the map.
Okay, look, it's a DC 12. If you got under a 12, you're going to take 10 points of fire damage. If you got over 12, you take 5.
Oh yeah, show off. Rub it in my face. Make me lose my temp HP.
I'm going to make you lose your temp HP. There you go. Your temp HP is gone. Ha 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 ha.
10.
So he's there.
Oh, that's so cool how the little light lights.
Brett,
up. So
yeah, Rhaegar, you're up. And
you go
Jackal, you're on
over-
deck.
When you go over your HP, you're
So Rhaegar would instantly look at the large Duergar that accosted Ubis initially, and I would use my full movement to try to get as close to it as I can. Am I within attack range? I had to reload everything because it wasn't working for VTT.
Yeah, you'll be able to get within attack range.
All right, so I basically charge forward. I draw both my swords from my back, and I, growl at him, and spit's flying off my teeth, and I'm just like, she is not a little green goblin. And
Which one were you going after, by the way? The big one?
yeah,
All right, so you would be jumping and jiving, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
I get 40 feet of movement.
Yeah, you'd be able to get up there.
All right.
You slide around this last guy right there, but you're like tucked up against those other two Duergar there.
It's
But
a
you're able to get to the big one.
bonus action rage, obviously. And then for my attack action, I'm in a reckless attack.
All right, he looks at you as you come up and he goes, "Oh, I see. Little one wants to come play. How's the weather down there?" He's taller than you, like a couple feet. Go ahead and make your attack rolls, please.
All right. So the first attack's a 24.
24
That's
hits.
with the greatsword. The second attack, which is the Moon Touch Longsword, is a 16.
16 misses.
All right.
You see he bats
Actually,
away
I
your
reckless
longsword
attacked. Hold on, I reckless attacked. So I didn't roll with advantage on either of those, but I should have. So the first one is fine. The Moon Touch Longsword, I'm gonna do my advantage roll. All right, still wouldn't hit.
You still might get a natural 20 on your.
Well, that's true.
greatsword.
I guess let me try to roll it again. All right, so the longsword is gonna hit as well at a 24.
Okay. I've got a okay. I've got a couple. Okay, so 24 and 24.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So what?
Let me do my damage here real quick.
Yeah.
The great sword is going to be 12 points of slashing damage with the rage added in already into that. The Moon Touch Longsword is going to be 9 with the rage damage added in. So 21 points of slashing damage in total. And yeah, I will end my turn.
Okay. He goes, oh, you know, actually that might have hurt just a little bit. Just a little bit. Jackal, you're up, and Valen, you'll be on deck.
Right, I want to, actually, I'd like to summon my spiritual weapon and attack with it.
Alright, where do you want to put your spiritual weapon at?
I will put it, off to the side of Rhaegar.
Okay.
Random question for clarification.
Yes.
I have extra attack on my character sheet. So
Yes.
that means that I would take the attack action with my main hand weapon twice and then my offhand weapon once because of the 2-weapon fighting, right?
Well, you'd have to use a bonus action to do offhand weapon attack.
Okay, so because I did rage, I used my bonus action to rage, but like next turn I'll have 3 total weapon attacks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay, thanks. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. So you summon your spiritual weapon. I'm going to go ahead and change the name here. Spiritual weapon. It's a very spiritual weapon.
Very spiritual, not religious.
That's right. And it's go ahead and make your attack if you like.
I do like. So 15. Does 15 hit?
15 does not hit. Clang. It clings off of the plate armor this guy's wearing.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Valen, you're up. Timmy, you're on deck, but not for a minute.
So Valen, seeing all of this and being hit with a fire, he kind of fumbles and stumbles and reaches out, incants, and as he's like falling, and kind of like, you know, jumping off to the side to get away from all this fire, he reaches up and touches Shiva and casts what is it? It's Dragon's Breath as a bonus action spell at 2nd level. Okay, you gotta go either under the cord or yeah. Okay, sorry, my Dalmatian. He's like, I'm gonna go under. No, I'm gonna go over. So I cast Dragon's Breath on Shiva, and then with my with my right hand, I'm going to reach out and kind of like flick what almost looks like a strand of my hair, and it kind of like I like pluck it from my head and I use it. It's very weird. I reach out with it and swing it, and it's like a psychic bolt of energy flies from the hair like a whip, and it reaches the feet. And I need to roll. Let me just double check. No, the wizard that hit us with that fire spell needs to roll an intelligence saving throw. That's going to be the Durgar with the red cloak.
18.
Well, he passed. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for participating. All right. All right. Well,
All right, so you did Mind Sliver and Dragon's Breath?
Yep. And then,
you're going to send the owl in there to...
Yep.
Okay.
So Shiva is going to move over here away from me.
Okay. Fluttering up by the rafters, 10 feet off the floor, out of reach by somebody that's, down on the ground.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Okay. Next up is somebody else.
I am gonna move as well.
You hear Mr. Sunblight go, "Oh, we got ourselves a band of adventurers then. Oh, plucky group. Plucky group. Plucky group, yes? All right, boys. Let's go ahead and show them how much they fuck up by keeping Merrick and not letting us take him, huh?" And coming from around here, Rhaegar, you don't hit anybody or see anybody or anything like that. Of course, you did attack recklessly, correct? So attack rolls would have
Yes.
advantage
anyways. So that is going to be 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That is going to be 5 plus 7, 12 points of piercing damage.
Half to
Half
6.
to 6. Got 21 to hit.
Hits.
That's going to be 9 points of piercing damage, halved to 4. As this guy pops up right here behind you. Dearth goes, all right, let's quit fucking around. Someone shoot at that fucking spellcaster in back. Thank you. And you see a table. You see a table slide out from the wall slightly right there. Valen, you're right there. You're not invisible or anything.
Nope.
So that's going to be 23 to hit.
That's a miss.
Oh, okay, come on now.
I'm joking.
Don't be too salty. That's going to be...
Are you hitting me or Shiva?
12 plus 3. No, you. It's going to be 15 points of piercing damage, Trafalgar. Not Trafalgar, Valen.
Jesus.
Actually, hold on. No, it's not. So...
How close is he?
Let me see. Give me my ruler here. Up, he's within range, so Spirit Shield.
40 feet away?
It's 30 feet.
Yeah, but...
I am 30 feet away.
He's within range.
I'm literally doing it right now. I've got mine on his.
I know, but that's... The tool is not perfect.
No,
you know
you're
what?
like...
I'll let it be.
45 feet away.
From edge to edge, bitches.
15 was the damage. Go ahead and reduce it by how much?
Well, even if it was... I mean, hold on. Yeah, it would be 2d6 is the reduced amount of damage.
All right, go ahead and roll those.
Go.
But also, any creature that attacks... let's see, hold on. The first creature I hit, never mind. That's something else.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll those 2d6.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Come on, 12. Come on, 12.
It's
going to be a 6.
All right, so it's 9 points of damage, Valen, instead of 15. Okay.
So explain to me what happened here. I thought I was in the clear.
So you thought you were in the clear. You look over after this thing zings by and tears into your flesh. And you see a Durgar standing here with a hand crossbow leveled at you.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's definitely a motherfucker there.
Also, their leader said please. So just
And-
because you're evil doesn't mean you can't be polite.
Yeah, and I need you to make a concentration check if Dragon's Breath is concentration.
Alright, what do I need to roll?
It's a Constitution saving throw. DC is going to be 10 because it's half the damage that you
There we
take
go.
on your turn,
fail.
or 10.
It's a
Okay,
fail.
so
I'll
Dragon's
use my
Breath goes away.
inspiration. I'll use my inspiration.
Oh, ooh, yeah, and we remember somebody's got lucky too from play in the chat as well.
There we go. So it's still active.
Pass.
I got a 16.
Passes. All right. Next up. Did I get the other guy? Yeah, we did. Next up, Timmy.
Timmy's going to go with his mage and take out his hammer and start bashing his head in.
All right, go ahead and make your attack roll.
So the first one's going to be on disadvantage, right?
Yes, the first attack roll is going to be disadvantage. Yes.
That is a 13.
13 does not hit.
And then the second one. That's a 10.
A 10 does not hit either. The second one did not have to be at disadvantage. You didn't roll that with disadvantage, right?
Yeah, straight.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you take a couple swings at this guy. This guy's limber. He's loose. He's ducking and dipping and diving and dodging, and you can't quite manage to land a hit on him.
The 5Ds.
Yeah, the 5Ds. If you can dodge a wrench, if you can dodge a fireball,
You get an action surge?
Was that?
you get an action surge.
No, I want to wait.
Okay. Next up, Ubis, you're not on deck yet, unfortunately.
Why not? Oh,
Because you're not.
no, because there's some other dude there.
Yeah. He's gonna run over here. There's gonna be a guy. Okay. So, I need for Shiva, Trevalin. I need you to roll. No, I'm kidding.
Oh god.
Oh god, I think I'm funny, but sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm not. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Trafalgar. Actually, change that. You guys don't see anything. Okay. You don't see anything happen at all.
I don't like this.
But I need. What kind of save is that? Okay, that is that kind of save. Trafalgar, Jackal. I'm gonna flip a coin. Trafalgar, heads or tails? Heads or tails, Trafalgar?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Heads.
Heads. Okay. Jackal, please give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh. That's hurtful.
Five.
Okay. You haven't used your reaction yet, have you? All right, one more time, Trafalgar, heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay. Jackal, go ahead and make a attack roll on Trafalgar.
Nah. Nah.
Where is he in relation to me?
He's right next to you.
Okay.
You feel like a some kind of arcane presence or will bearing down on you. Not so much interfering with your mind, but your hand, your arm, your wrist, your shoulders, engaging all of those in order in a very mechanical manner, and taking a swing on Trafalgar. 21, Trafalgar. And I don't think it's. Does Jackal have a weapon equipped right now? I don't believe so. Does she?
No. No.
Right.
It was an
So
unarmed strike I rolled for.
Right. So yeah. 21 to hit there.
Hold on a second.
2 damage.
2 damage. Oh no.
Well, she almost. Sorry, not she. Jackal almost had to deal with the anguish of having struck their new friend.
Oh no!
Almost. Instead, struck the old friend instead of the new friend, which is nice.
He can take it.
Yeah, he can take
I've hit him before.
2 damage from my temporary hit points. Whatever will I do?
I don't know. All right. Next up, Dearth Sunblight. Eubis, you're on deck. Dearth goes, this is starting to get a little bit tedious.
No.
Just a little bit fucking tedious.
She's bored.
Let's see here. So he's going to go ahead and take some swings on Rhaegar. So this is going to be with advantage. Oof. Nat 20.
Wait, how does that work though? Because wouldn't he, for him, since he got attacked with my reckless attack, it says
He has advantage.
Hold on. But attack rolls against you have disadvantage. Hold on, there's 1 second. Ancestral Protectors. While raging, the first creature you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you. Okay, never mind.
Oh, nice.
Okay, yeah. So he is attacking you.
Yeah, never mind. Okay.
So there's a nat 20.
Oh, goodness. Roll that bean footage.
How far is he from? Oh, Jackal. You say Jackal already used his reaction?
Jackal just used the
I
reaction,
just now did, yeah.
No.
Yeah, so this is gonna hurt. Alright, and that gets added to... That's going to be 32 points of bludgeoning damage, Rhaegar.
Alright, half to, what, 16?
Half to 16. And then that's going to be 8 points of psychic damage.
Alright, so I'm in a Stone's Defense, if I can. I might not be able to. Give me 1 second. Stone's Endurance. Oh, it's a reaction. Crap, I can't. Okay. So you said it was...
Damage.
So...
32 half to 16.
Yep, and then...
I think 8 points. I think so. 8 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
okay,
Dang, 22.
That was his first attack.
Oh, gosh.
And he goes, "Oh, you like that? You should give when Durgar comes. Give little brother. You give little brother, fucker. 26 to hit.
Yep.
That's going to be 19 bludgeoning.
Have to...
8.
Have to 8, and then 1 point psychic
No.
damage.
9.
Okay.
19 to 9. Yeah, sorry.
And then...
Plus 1 point psychic.
Alright, so I'm at 12 HP.
Yeah. Then he's going to look at. This is an ability with the Durgar, this particular Durgar monster. He's going to use a special ability at this point. Oh wait, no, hold on. He's an attack again. Hang on. Rhaegar, he's going to take one more attack at you because that's only been 2.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm going to attack again, but this one is special.
Oh no.
26 to hit.
Yep.
Oh shit.
15 points bludgeoning.
Have
Half
to.
to
7.
7. And then 8 points psychic, which I don't believe is halved at all.
No.
Correct.
There he
He's
goes.
out.
Yep.
He's
Rhaegar's
out.
down.
All right.
All right, so Darth Sunblight looks at the rest of you. He goes, all right now. Okay. So, we have customer number 1 down for count. Now, thing 1, thing 2, whatever. Klaska. Osil. Both of you. So, he's going to call on some of his allies. So he calls on one of them to pop up. And out from underneath of the table that you are standing next to, Ubis, you feel someone go ahead and take a swipe at you.
Wait, who?
Someone that you don't see.
Against me?
Yes.
Of course.
So that is going to be nat 20. Oh,
Sure.
God. So that is going to be 2 piercing damage,
1.
reduced to 1. But that is going to be 13 psychic damage.
Okay.
Hmm.
So 14 total damage.
14 total damage.
Okay.
Next up, also over here.
Hey, I'm gonna have to
Standing
get
by.
in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of this round, I think, and probably finish it up for the day. It's just a lot bigger combat than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking. I was not.
Why did you not think this was going to be huge? You got 8,000
It's
people on the board.
huge. It's huge combat. I don't know. I'm not smart. I'm not smart, DM. I don't know. He's gonna take an attack on you.
On me?
Which is it? No. At Timmy, who's right there in front of him. That is going to be, even with disadvantage, it's still an 18 to hit. Okay. So he charges at you with this. He swings at you with this like weird-looking lance there, Timmy. So it's going to be 14 points piercing damage, plus 3 points fire damage. So a total of 17 points. Yeah. Oh, this guy's visible now.
Yeah, where's
Next up.
Motherfucker.
Next up. Little guy over here is going to.
Was
Where
the
the fuck
weapon
do I get to go?
was the weapon like a physical, or was it like magical?
It's a physical weapon, yeah. It's a magical physical weapon, yeah.
I mean, I have a reaction for Mage Slayer.
Okay.
But I guess it's to cast a spell. He didn't cast a spell.
Yeah. Didn't cast a spell. No. All right. This last guy over here, he's going to take out his hand crossbow and take another shot at.
He already
Vol.
went.
But this guy Dirth has a action he can do that basically forces his allies to use their reactions to make a single weapon attack.
So basically, he gets to make all of his minions take extra attacks every round.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Every round.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So this guy missed. And so you hear Dirth, Ubis, it's your turn now, but you hear Dirth Sunblight go, okay, are you ready now? Have you learned? Have you learned the cost of transgression? Do you know? What the fuck? I tell you what I need. I tell you what I want. Are you going to do it now? You plucky girl? Do it.
I
You will
cast.
give me Merrick, or I kill your friend. And Ubis, it's up to you.
Damn it. That's kind of wow. I will cast Armor of Agadis on myself at 2nd level.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get this on here to make sure I give myself my 10 HP. And then I see that Rygar is about to die. So I'm gonna say to. So I cast Armor Ags on myself. But I will say to the big dude, let me walk over to Merrick, I'll bring him to you.
He looks at you. You don't need to bring to me. He will stand up next. He's making the right decision. I can see in his eyes. He will stand up. He will come with me, and we will all leave. And
Okay,
you
look.
and us, we will go separate ways. If you're willing to listen now, you can walk away. Don't hit him. Don't hit her. Let her go over there. Don't hit her.
Okay, I
Let her
will walk
go.
over. I'll walk over here. I think that's like 30 feet.
Mhm.
And I'll tell. I guess I'll tell Merrick. I go, look, you need to go with him. We will find you and we will save you. We just can't do this right now.
You see the fear in this young dwarf's eyes.
And I kind of touch his shoulder, and I just go, look, we will come get you.
All right. He is breathing heavy, breathing quickly. You can see he's sweating. It's cold in here, but he's fucking sweating. But he looks at you and he takes a deep breath. Okay.
So I can't let my best friend die. Like, he's gonna kill my best friend. So we will find you.
Okay, Jackal. There's something I can't tell you anything. It's his turn now. I can't tell you what I need to. There is something coming. Very dangerous. Very bad. My people are connected. I can't tell you more. I wish we could have spoken more tomorrow morning.
And I, brother, before he steps away, I'd like to press my my religious symbol into his hand. Give it to him on his way by.
Give me a... You know what? I'm not going to make you do that. He's going to roll. Sleight of hand. That's pretty fucking good. Okay. So yeah, he pockets it. Palms it. You find me, yes?
Always.
Thank you.
Your family.
Whatever happens, I will never forget. I hope to see you again soon. He whispers all of this to you three. And he goes with He goes up to Darth and says, "All right, fucker, let's go. You came, you saw, you got me. I'll never be like you. I'll never be like you want me to be, like father want me to be. But fuck you. You have me. I know you keep your word. Just why will you not let me go?" And Darth Sunblight smacks him in the head, grabs him by the shoulder, and starts dragging him out. And the Duergar leave. And that is where we will end our session today.
Before we leave, could I initiate the next thing that happens without? We don't have to get into it. But I would like.
Going, guys. So good night.
I gotta go too.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay.
I just
5 minutes.
I just need two. 2
minutes. 2 minutes.
So what happened? I don't want to get into the whole big thing, but basically what happens at this point is one of the big dudes there has a little winter fae fly up in front of his face, and since I speak a dwarf with a Duergar accent at this point, when I'm using the message cantrip, I assume that I can translate that. And Daisy,
I need to hear you tell me what Daisy says in a Duergar accent.
So Daisy flies up in front of one of these guys that's smashing this this bull-headed winged statue and everything, and kind of flies up, like sort of looks at him, looks at the statue, looks back at him kind of quizzically, puts her hands on her hips, and she's like, "What is happening here? What is this that you're doing? Why what the vandalism? It seems strange. It is strange that you would travel so far just to walk into a great hall here and resort to vandalism. It seems odd. What are you doing? What do you have against the bull-headed the bull-headed gentleman that you are smashing apart?" And as this is going on, Larry is definitely going to try to, if this window back here is openable, he's going to go out that way. If not, he's going to try and stealth out the hallway the way they came, so that he can get outside the building.
All right. So you look out the window. Give me a perception check.
Sure. 24.
Right. There is a cold weather gear bundled form standing right there, out in snow, looking left and looking right. This one, you can tell he looks a little short and scrawny compared to the rest, but he's there standing.
Oh, but he's looking away from the building, like as a lookout.
Behind it, he's looking around. He's keeping an eye out. He's being a lookout, yeah.
All right, cool. So is this window openable, or is it just like sealed shut?
It's locked.
Okay, never mind.
So here's what it's gonna say. It would take a strength check or a kind of tools check to get that thing open.
Nah, that's too much. I'm pretty sure that I'm better off just stealthing down the hallway to get to him. But all right, so he's out there looking around. So yeah, let's leave it there.
Okay, let's go ahead and use up your movement. Make whichever way you want to go, because you've gone 5, 10 feet. And that way we start fresh next session.
Okay, yep. So I'm going to bonus action stealth and move out the hallway, and I'm going to end the session right there.
Oh, you're going that way. Okay.
Out the door.
So you open the door. You hear the candles flicker. I think the candles, but the breeze probably flickers the lamps in this room, maybe.
So this door was already open, and the door leading in was smashed by them. So it should be a clear passage.
That's true.
I just had to slip by.
Just
Would
have
you
to
like-
slip by. Give me your
would
stealth
you-
check.
Yep, I will do that. The stealth check is not awesome. It's a 19, which is below average.
That beats their passives. And this guy out here in the tundra, he's going to make an active because he's actively searching. That's an 11. He does not know you're there, and that's
Cool.
where we'll pick up with next time.
Awesome.
Okay, so
Alrighty.
Ryan, you want to take us out? Does anybody have anything you want to plug, by the way?
No, I mean, the only thing I could say is congratulations to DM Thomas for completion of Waterdeep, a dragon heist. We will be rolling into Dungeons of the Mad Mage soon for our Monday night game. And keep a lookout for announcements for our newest Battle Royale Capture the Flag style game, which will be streaming soon.
I think that the rules that other DM Jason came up with on that should be pretty interesting. Kind of looking forward to see how that plays out because you don't see rules for PvP in 5e.
Yeah, he doesn't want them to be mentioned.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I'm not gonna. No spoilers, no spoilers. But I think they're very clever. What he came up with, and I rather look forward to it.
Hey, how do you spell this Duergar's name, Merrick? Is it Merreck?
Should be ICK. Should be able to see his name, and we're not in that scene anymore. ICK.
Yeah. Wasn't it Maerick?
Hang on.
There was silent D in the middle somewhere.
Merrick.
Okay.
Hey, Rick.
I mean, me Rick. Bruh.
Right.
I don't know. Fuck, that's like I can't do a burp. Where's my beer? It's empty. All right, yeah, Rhaegar. Ryan, why don't you take us out?
Well, thank you, friends, for joining us once again for Thursday Night Adventure with Old Dominion Heroes. Hopefully, you all in the chat had fun with our bingo board. Tune into our Discord for the announcement of winners and potentially maybe some future prizes to go along with just the bingo game in the chat. So always fun for our viewers and for us to see you guys too. Hopefully you all had fun, and thanks DM Jason for another great session.
Thank you guys.
Yay!
Night, y'all.